And we're alive. It's alive. It's alive. Yay, the stream's live. And we're alive.
Shit. Best intro ever.
I think we might work on that, to be honest.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll try it again. We'll come back after a data lunch. And we'll find out what's going on.
Wait, so are we live or?
Yeah.
We have our faces up. Oh, I'm just.
Yeah.
So, welcome to those who are viewing, to those who aren't, and I can't even see if the stream was live yet. I have no idea.
It is definitely live.
Okay.
Phone's on silent.
Phone's on silent.
Yeah, phones on silence, boys.
Oh, Rob was the
She
culprit.
has that rule every week.
It wasn't me.
You said it.
Said that.
No, it's because I heard it go off in someone's phone when I.
You've ruined it already.
Oh, you mean I was the one who sent the message?
Yeah. You're the culprit.
We're gonna do a new restart the intro now. Go.
Yeah. Fucking end stream.
No, don't.
Go start again.
All right. So, last time, what do we remember? What happened?
Guys were killed. People were saved.
Caught some bandits that kidnapped a little girl.
You guys got some bandits. You rescued a little girl from demise. You guys also grew up. 8 to 10 years sort of passed. Belvin went off to the north to hang out with his uncle in Eltrogard to fend off some orcs and their goblin horde. Friendly tiefling Casimir became a wizard at the School of Candlekeep. Our Ashimir druid took off into the bush, took off into the woods and stayed there for a few years. And our Tabaxi rogue learnt the ways of learnt the way of skill through just being an all-around mischief maker in Cretan. The party met up again together out front of Ravenforge, the Heroes Guild. Then there was a contract for a little rescue, hearing about that our good friend Sandstorm learnt about the other day. You went and met the human merchant known as Akin. Told you a story about how his caravan was attacked, his guards were killed, his teenage son was killed as well by the bandits, and his 16-year-old daughter was kidnapped by them. So you guys went and found the trail that led down to the attack site, and then came in and followed said tracks to a little bit of a ravine area where you spotted a plume of smoke rising up into the air. You guys then spotted the bandits, and after Sandstorm, the Tabaxi rescued the teenage girl. His adopted brother, Belvin, came at the bandits with a sword and shield ready to attack, which is when Casimir, the tiefling wizard, cast a sleep spell, and then Ikram, the druid, used Entangled. The bandit captain or leader, who had his head shaved at the side into a bit of a ponytail, began to take off after he was initially threatened. But then you guys got a little bit too relaxed and he made a bolt for it. At which time, Sandstorm the Tabaxi made a run and took him down by jumping on his face. We then picked straight back up straight back up as the dust begins to clear. The bandit is laying face down in the dirt, with Sandstorm standing on his head. The other two have been tied up inside, and minutes worn off, and they're starting to come awake. And you are way too bored there, Ikram.
Yeah, Ikram.
Yeah, Ikram.
Can you stop,
Okay,
Ikram?
Ikram, what do you want to do? You've got two bandits tied up.
What? I feel like that wasn't 100% me.
What are you talking about?
Just saying.
Are you sure? Just say it.
So who found his pendant? Sandstorm, didn't he?
Yeah. So, searching his pockets. No, actually, it wasn't him. It was Belvin, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because you, Casimir, you were the one who maged hand a knife to his throat.
Yep.
And then Belvin came over and searched his pockets. He found 35 gold pieces. And he also found a note that had been wax sealed. That had been, but it had already been broken. And so he then tried to leg it and get away. And now you are at where you are.
Alright.
Like dust begins to settle around Sandstorm. The little girl, that teenage girl, is stepping back a little bit from you and goes and looks at you, Casimir, and going, "Why do you have wings? Who are you guys? What happened? Thank you so much, but just what?" She's like,
Don't tell anyone, but I'm a wizard.
You're a what?
I'm a what?
That's her voice.
A wizard, Harry. Your father sent us to rescue you and to catch or kill these bandits. And so we'll take them back with you.
She lunges forward towards you and embraces you in a clenching hug and begins to sulk into your chest, going, "Thank you. I thought I was going to die. Thank you."
Just a little taken aback. I'll just pat her on top of the head. It's all right now. Hey, Ikram.
I wish to go up to her as well and use my lay on hands to heal her of any damage.
Yeah, she's only got about she's only about 2 hit points down. Do you realize as you take a look at the just how rough she's been treated, just the the rope burns on her wrists and ankles, just 2 points, 2 hit points will fix that up, but it's more or less the malnourishment. She just says, looks parched, looks hungry.
And I also offer a ration that I carry. That I have.
Don't let Ikram
You
anywhere
offer-
near her.
You offer the ration up, and she hoses into the piece of bread, the dry jerky, and the few dried nuts and berries that are part of the ration kit. And she just hose in town. At this point, the bandit captain is the guy with the shaved head. He's cursing and yelling out, "Get off me, you son of a!" As Sandstorm steps on his head again in the right way, pushing his mouth into the dirt. The other 2 bandits have begun to wake up and are thrashing about in their restraints, showing no signs of getting out.
Is the captain tied up?
No, he's just got Sandstorm on top of him.
Alright, I'm gonna go over and help Sandstorm tie him up.
Just
I
one
don't need
second.
help, mate.
Oh.
I don't need help. I forgot my voice. I'm a cat.
So he says, "Get this damn cat off me!"
How about you turn around and I tie you up and feed you to the pigs?
He's already
He's face
down
down in the dirt. How's he gonna turn around?
He just yells out, "Stupid cat!"
And then I like crush his balls a bit with my foot.
All right, make an attack roll at advantage.
Oh, don't kill the man.
Make,
Look,
make,
I don't think I could kill. I don't think I would kill him. But like,
Nutcracker.
What if you crit him?
I might just severe.
But if I
Fucking
do
crit
kill
him.
him,
Yeah. His balls explode. See
Attack
the light
roll.
fade from his eyes.
What should I use for that?
just use the
D20.
claw.
Use claws.
Clawing his balls.
I'm not clawing him.
Yeah,
We'll
cool.
just do it anyway.
Can you guys hear the music in the background?
Yep.
Cool.
It's quieter than normal.
Yeah, it's not
I
like.
think
It's just.
it's just a
a
song. It's not
theme.
intense.
Yeah.
Just ambient. It's
Right.
nice and so as like crush him, it's just nice music in the background. Nice and relaxed, just like relax. Like it actually sounds like massage kind of music. So he's
Well,
just
actually,
massaging his
with-
balls with my
With
foot
that
really
roll,
hard.
you incapacitate him as you've stomped on his groin so hard. He's just like, "Ah!"
Oh, cool.
So he's under incapacitated condition.
There you go, Casimir. You can take care of him now, mate.
He looks like he's going to be out for a while.
I'll go over and tie him up.
I think
I'm
your
gonna-
measly
I'm gonna-
muscles will be able to tie him up.
I'm gonna ask the group. Do we need all 3 bandits?
What do you mean about? What do you mean from that, brother? You think what I'm thinking? Dance.
I think I am B2. It's execution time.
We're not
As Casimir goes over to try to tie this guy up, the final little bit of embarrassment this bandit captain receives is a tabaxi dancing on his back and unconscious body before he's swatted away. And then tied up. Give me a yeah. Actually, enough time will pass that you're able to tie him up quite proficiently without needing to roll.
Nice.
Yes.
Roll and fail, he's asleep.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, oh, he's so
You're
slippery.
that bad.
He just- it's like, oh my nuts.
It gets
Slipped over on the way there.
that just is like we look over and freaking Casimir's tied himself somehow.
Yeah. Roll the
Oh,
one.
guys!
Help!
Yeah, roll. Do it. Just do a roll. You have to.
Critical.
Okay, so you're standing next to the girl. She introduces herself as Nier. My name's Nier. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You're my heroes. You've been wonderful. Thank you. After she stuffs another little bit of bread in her mouth, gone. You see her eyes, her face, go from looking at yours, Belvin, to then looking down real quick, then looking back up.
Hey, Belvin.
It was our pleasure, Nier. Quickly, let's
Yeah.
get you to your father. He'll be
Let's go
relieved to
far.
see you.
Near to your father.
She drops the bread in her hand and
Terrible joke.
goes and embraces you in a hug.
I'm just gonna
And now,
add her.
after that hug, she lets go, and you hear the shh, and she jumps away from you quickly and runs over to one of the tied up bandits with your short sword in hand. You see she's got 2 hands on it, 'cause she's pretty small, but she unsheaths it, pulls it out, and heads towards one of the bandits laying closest on the ground. They yell out, "You sons of a bitch!" and goes to stab this poor defenseless bandit laying down on the ground.
I wish to. Can I react to that and step over and grab her hands?
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh man, where's my hand?
Actually, make an athletics check because you're going.
Oh! Gee.
Just take it out of hands without even knowing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so she gets past you like just a little bit. You then spin on your heel. You send the bottom, like you turn the palm of your hand just underneath like that. You smack the bottom of her wrist enough that it lets loose the sword from both of her hands. With the motion of your hand going up, you then grip the handle and you then grip the handle with the pommel facing up in the top of your hand, blade facing down, and then sheath it back in one fine motion, saying that's enough of that.
There is no need for that here. I
then
know it must be hard to see them like this after what they did to you, but it will be best to take them to your father, and then
Make a
they will get their persuasion.
Yeah, because you see she's swelled up in your eyes, and it looks like she wants to kill her.
Got him.
You're doing very well, brother.
She looks at you and sniffles back the tears and says, "You're right. I wouldn't want father to judge me so. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're my heroes."
You
Okay,
do not want to dirty your hands.
I'll leave that to the hangman and his noose.
Alright,
You've used
we're
up
gonna
all
have
your
to
luck,
grab all
Brett.
these guys and take them to our horses.
I think you've officially used up all your luck for the session.
Well, I
There are-
rolled a 1 last game.
There are 3 more horses you guys can use. There's 2 of them are just hanging around in the bushes, and another one's just zoomed off a little down the pitch. But no, you guys can load them up on the back of your own horses if you want, and just
Ikram. Oh no, he's gone. Okay. Well, I'm going to suggest to Ikram
He's gone to get the horses.
that he gather the horses.
Yep.
2 horses, and we'll have them just hang over the side of the horses,
Yeah.
and then we'll just lead the horses with us behind our horses.
Okay.
And make sure they're
Being
tied
a-
to the saddle so they can't just like fall off.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
being a
We'll
druid
tumble.
who is currently absent for a little bit, he can easily do that with sufficient amount of time. Easily. So while you guys gather up the rest of your belongings, you pick up the 2. Someone can pick up the 2 daggers that the bandit captain threw. You ready yourselves and maybe bandage up any wounds. Actually, I don't think you guys took any damage
We
at all
didn't
last
take
game.
any
No one
damage.
took any damage.
Oh, look at you guys, badasses.
Team
One was not
coordination
seen.
power. I think Brad avoided like 10 attacks though.
I think Brad was the only one that got sore the whole fight. No one else.
No one else got attacked.
No one
else
like,
got-
in vision. It was just Brad. Everyone's like,
I did-
"Hey,
I
it's one
did my
guy."
job.
And we all
I did my
flanked.
job. I
He did his
provoked
job.
everybody.
You tanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank.
You tank 0 damage.
As
Good
a
work.
level 1 paladin, you tanked it.
Nice.
Sandstorm, I think you would benefit from the daggers laying along the
Ooh.
battlefield.
Ooh, very nice. Thank you, brother. I will use these many times from the back of the necks. That's the best spot to do it.
Not now though. We need them alive.
Oh, not these ones. From range attacks. I will use them wisely.
All right.
How many was that, brother? I forget.
That was 2.
2.
Thank you.
All right.
Alright, so
Let's gather them.
yeah, you gather them up, you throw them up on horses,
Yeah. And then
and you guys begin the trek and journey. So you take all 3 of them.
Yes.
yeah, we're taking all of them. It's like an all-face judgment.
What a time for my computer to start fluffing out.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh no. We're losing people.
Oh no, 2 players down.
Quick,
Help,
Up the
humanity.
entertainment. So
Alright,
exciting.
so welcome
How cool is
everybody. We are playing Horde of the Dragon Queen, a little bit altered. We have our Tiefling Wizard, a feral Tiefling Wizard, Casimir. We have our Tabaxi Rogue called Sandstorm Legend. And we got
Sandstorm
our
Desert
human paladin, Sandstorm Desert Legend. Oh yes. And we've also got our human paladin of Helm. Or level 1, they've just taken out a squad of bandits who kidnapped a young girl. And yeah, they're taking them back home to face the Hangman's Noose.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys make the since you guys are no longer going full force at towards Greenest, it's just pretty casual ride back. It takes about 3 hours getting back directly from where you're coming from. You get back, it's late afternoon, probably about 3 o'clock. The sun is, or 3 or sun o'clock. Yeah, 3 or 4 o'clock. And since it's summer, you know that the sun stays out even up until late 8 o'clock at night. It won't really get dark till about 6 o'clock, where dusk begins to happen. So you guys are down at the bottom down there, Luke? Yeah. Entering town. If you come out from the southern road, you see that the cattle farmers known to you as Chol and Lena Swift, they look like they're just coming back from just about to set off for a ride of their own. They pass you on their 2 horses and look at you and say, "What do you got here, boys?"
Just a couple of bandits.
Couple of small fry.
You best want to deal with them quick. The festival's in full swing. Won't want to be taking them into the town square too much. You'll scare the visitors and merchants, mate. He begins to takes off on his horse, and his wife Lena says, "Do be careful when approaching with the bandits. If people know that there are bandits out there, more than likely the caravan trails will begin to cease. They'll more than likely take off before this festivals come to a full swing."
Thank you for the words of advice. We'll make sure we take the less walked roads.
Not a problem. Have a good day, lads. And she takes off, following after her husband. Okay. So you guys head
whereabouts are we taking them?
To the keep. You would be taken. You know that any outlaws or troublemakers would be going towards Greenfield's keep. You can hear, even as you begin to cross the stream over the ridge, you can see that across in the market square they have all kind of decorations going up in there. There's all nice little colourful banners and artworks and just decorations going on. You can hear the how lively it is from the traveling bards and musicians. There's a whole bunch of caravans and a bit of a tent city set up just on the north side of the keep. That caravans have came in behind the market square and have set up shop around there. There's probably about 30 caravans all set up, and just a few nice lines, a few big rings, tents splurged out to make it a small little thriving community between each of the merchants. The trail leading up to Greenfield's keep rises about 30 feet up, then bends and then rises up another 30 feet to this large prominent hill to where the keep sits. You can see it's got battlements going around the eastern, southern, the northern, western, and southern sides, with the main keep in more of a circular shape, and a more circular design with its own parapets at the very top. The walls are about 50 feet high, and the portcullis gates stand just in front of you. There are a few guards that are standing there and have came to attention. The gates are currently open, and one of them walks out. His name is Markov, and he greets you with a hearty hello and handshake. How you doing, boys? As you are atop your horses.
I would like to greet Markov because I would know Markov. I do.
Yeah.
believe.
He's
Markov, good to see you.
It's been many a years, and he gives you a nice hearty handshake. He's like, the years have been good to me. I can see, I've heard many tales of you, boy. As you can see, I've still a sergeant around here, just below your dad, but that's all right. He's a good man. He's a good man. What have you got here? You got some rascals with you.
We've got a few bandits that are the culprits of kidnapping. What was the
guy's name?
caravaner's name again?
His name is Akin.
That kidnapped Akin's daughter and killed his sons. Yeah. These are the bandits here, so we would like to question the leader as well, if we could.
Before judgment's passed on them.
More than likely, I'll. Your dad and the governor is up in council at the moment. Probably get out in a little bit. What say you that I take care of those 3 bandits? I'll put them up in the stocks in the dungeon. You can come visit them and we can sort that mess out later. He turns around and says, Richard! Franklin, come here! There's 2 more guards from carrying their spears and swords. They look like they've got short bows and short bows on their slung on their shoulders and quivers on their sides. They come on over. They're in their chainmail, and Markov nods to the 2 horses with the 3 bandits on the back, and they give him a sly nod back, and they go and pick off. One by one, they begin to pick off the bandits and disappear with them.
Hey, Belvin.
Disappear with them into the. You can see from across to the south, to the southeast, that the main doors to the keep, 30 feet high, 10 foot wide double doors each, and next to that there is the castle wall with a little building sticking out that has a door, just like a little side building off the main keep. They open that door right up and they head on down in there. They also get another guard to come over to you guys. He nods. He's got this long red hair, and he looks like he's had one too many fights with the local dwarves around here. His face is all kind of like mashed and bruised up from really recent fights. Good evening, new to DMing. Welcome. So yeah, they take the bandits down there and head off down there, closing the doors behind him. A few more guards follow them down, and there looks to be a stable hand in here staring at you guys from over on the east wall next to the keep. The stables are open. He's just staring at you guys, like just being like, "What? What's happening?" He's a lot more busy than normal. He's just like that. Markov says, "We'll take care of them. I'll send a runner to you boys for when they're out of council. Till then, probably best to get young lass there back to her father. I've heard the stories. He's not feeling good."
Much appreciated. We will do just that.
Excellent. He shakes your hand again and says, "Thank you. Thank you." So the 3 of them are dealt with.
Head off to find Akin.
So you know what his caravan looks like. as you saw him just, literally just this morning, about 10 a.m.
Earlier this day.
earlier this day. So it's not that hard to spot where it's at. Do you guys go to the market square, or are you going to look through the tent city?
Where did we last see him? We saw him at the
He
market,
will.
right?
Yeah, he was near the market, so he had his caravan set up around here. So you look down the side of the hill and just peek on out. You can spot the same kind of battered, bruised wagon that had been attacked from before. Seems from a distance, it seems like it's still banged up, but you can see new planks of wood are being put onto the side. Looks like it's up on a jack, and one of its wheels are off, being fixed. You see the Akin, the kind of balding man with the thick, wide mustache, just galloping about his work, rearranging a few of his coffers and a couple of baskets that he brought with him.
Going down.
You see, as Nier just takes off away from you guys, screaming out, "Daddy, Daddy!" To which he stiffens up straight away and turns his head and just drops a basket of apples that goes clattering out onto the grass field floor, and he just runs over and goes, "Yeah, my darling!" And they embrace in a big, massive, loving hug, and there's a moment of peace and happiness together for them at that point.
I'll be
You
right
guys
back.
get that.
Toilet break.
You guys get that warm feeling within your gut, in your heart, like that. That was nice. That was good. At that point, Akin looks around, and just looks over to you all, and says, "Thank you all so much." And walks on up and over. At this point, Belvin is still looking back at the castle, wondering about the bandits. He extends a hand out and says, thank you all."
I'll shake his hand. That's what
You're
we
like-
do.
He crushes your hand and as another hand comes onto it and says, "Thank you so much. I know there's just some superstition around your kind, but thank you so much. You were a member of faith, I see. A member of the orders. And I just knew, upon gazing upon you all, that yes, you would help. It's been a few days." He looks over at Ikram and says, I've put the request up on that board a few days ago, but I knew you'd get around to it eventually. Thank you so much. Here, as a reward," he turns around, heads over to his cart, moves a couple of sacks of potatoes to the side, and pulls out a trunk, pulls out a set of keys, unlocks it, lifts it up, and pulls out one coffer, one small little box about this by about this, about this by about this, and sets it down to the side on the ground. He picks out another one and puts it on top. He then picks up both and brings it over and extends one out to Belvin and one out to you, Casimir. It says, as a reward, within these coffers, each contains 100 gold pieces. I want 50 gold pieces to go to each of you, and my thanks. If you ever make your way up north to Baldur's Gate, please stop in at my cart and supply shop. We deal with all kinds of transportation, logistics, equipment, and supplies needed for a life on the road. Anytime, please feel free. If you're ever in need, we're in the lower portion of the city, not in the higher part, so make your way through the make your way through the fields and around the mountain, you'll definitely be able to spot us. We're in the main market, in the main square.
We'll gladly come see you if we're passing
Thank-
through. And there's other news as well. We managed to capture the bandits alive, and they're being held in the keep now. We only
You
ask
did?
that you allow us to interrogate them before
Of course.
passing judgment.
Take them for all their worth. Hang them, I say. You take them out the back, you give them a good old thrashing, and then hang the bastards.
One has no balls.
Good. The coward steals my darling daughter, kills my son.
I did that one for you. The left nut especially, just for you.
Thank you, good man. Thank you, my good tabax.
Tabax.
It's tabaxi,
My
friend.
good tobacco.
Only my friends call me tabax.
Okay, so he thanks you, gives you each the coffers, tells you there's 50 gold pieces in there for each of you, and says, "Please excuse us. I'm going to need a moment with my daughter. It's just been a haunting experience. If you please, I thank you so much. I'd love to buy you all around tonight at the Dripping Dragon Inn. Thank you all."
That sounds good by me.
And with that, he puts his arm around his daughter and takes away.
So the guard said they would send a messenger, right? When the bandits wake up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he said that your Castellan and Governor Nighthill are in council at the moment.
Right, yeah.
Yep, we'll get the message when they come back and make a decision on that.
So should we go shopping?
There's all kind of merchants you can see in the kind of tent city. And you also know there's quite a bit of product and various and services at the merchant's post. We've also got a bank. There's also the alchemist behind the Dripping Dragon Inn up the hill. There's also a variety of other basic services around the town. You've also got 4 horses that need to be returned at the end of the day to the stable, to the horsemaster, Richard Chestnut.
Well, I want to go look for some magic stuff if there's anything like that in the market. Potentially scrolls or books.
Yep. All right. So, as Casimir begins to walk off and head towards, you going to Tent City or are you going to Merchant Post?
Probably the merchant post, right?
Okay. So you head to the Merchant Post and you see that what is now there is the jeweler shop run by Kriv Kurailon, the Dragonborn, is currently closed. But the cobbler / tailor is open, and it's called Nitson's Knits. There is also the scribe / mapmaker / library that is the greenest scroll, and that is owned by one Claire Shinin. So one Claire Shinin runs that establishment. She's got a variety of books and scrolls out the front. And there's also Relina's items. Relina's items and wares.
So I'm gonna go over to the bookshop. The scroll. They had the scrolls.
Yeah, alright, so are you looking for a magical sort of scroll?
Yeah, magical scrolls or tomes, basically.
Okay. So the door opens, there's a little bell, ding ding ding, and you see this fine elven form who looks like she hasn't aged at all in the 8 years you've been away. This slender, gold skin, gold haired, high elf.
Was
Claire
this-
Shinin looks at you. It says,
This is the
and she's
same-
wearing very fine silk robes. Yeah, it's the same person that was Quiv was.
Yeah.
No.
That elf.
So you remember that scene in your head, and she goes, "Oh, welcome, Casimir. It's been a long, long time. What can I do for you, my boy?"
That's been a long time. You haven't aged today, though.
No, us elves, well, you'll see. By the time you're dead, I'll be long alive, as long as I keep my good health.
So today I'm looking for magical scrolls or tomes, and this seemed like
Huh.
a likely place to find some.
Unfortunately, we have had a few go out, but I have been looking at one set of scrolls. I might be happy to part with. They're not entirely the powerfulest scrolls, but they are handy under circumstances. Now, I'm assuming, since I can see your wizard satchel, your book, and that ever ponderous cube of yours. I've been wary about that myself. She goes behind a counter and pulls out a little small locked box and unlocks it and flips it up. She says, "I have one scroll here, a scroll of alarm. Very, very basic scroll for apprentice. Very basic skills for apprentice wizards. And I have another spell here that might help you to maybe win some friends. Called the friend spell. I'd be happy to part with the alarm spell for no less than 30 gold pieces. And the friend spell for 10 gold. We'll be happy with that."
I'll give you 35 for both.
Make a persuasion check.
This is not my strong suit.
Unfortunately, no. The office stands. There has been another who has been looking into the alarm spell. And if I give away the friend scroll, then what good is that? I'll be incurring a loss. It's just bad business. I'm sure you would have learned that at Candlekeep, not more than less.
Of course.
That book.
You drive a hard bargain, but it's a deal.
Excellent. She with that she claps her hand and goes, "Excellent!" And as she waves her hand, there's a little spark of fireworks that just explode up in front of you. You notice as the prestidigitation spell. She's like, "Ah, beautiful. Is there a color you'd like at all for the binding of the scrolls?"
Make it blue.
She pulls out this fine, long silk, blue silk, cuts it, wraps one up, cuts another length, ties it up, puts them both into scroll cases, hands them both to you, and says, "Thank you for doing business."
And good day to you.
So minus 40 gold off that. We pass over to Belvin and Sandstorm while this is happening?
I don't really have an interest in anything in particular. I'm just wandering around.
Yeah.
Seeing.
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah,
You see there are gymnasts and acrobats doing all sorts of tactical leaps and bounds you haven't seen before in such an entertaining fashion. You also see there is a sort of a lowly bard playing his harp next to an old man in a hat. He's kind of got his pipe to the side, and every time he blows out a puff of smoke, it will turn into a story in front of all these kids he's talking to. There are dancers in the market square. A few other little tent stalls put up to conduct business with various wares, such as mundane everyday equipment, trinkets, goods, artworks, and the such. You know that the merchants coming through here are buying or selling miscellaneous goods. They're saving their big products, their more profitable products, for their actual destination. This little stop through in Greenus will either lighten their load while gaining some coin along the way, or they'll pick up a variety of knickknacks and things and useful items to their journey. What are you doing there, Sandstorm?
Well, I gotta do my role and see what I'm obsessed with.
Alright. D8, number 1.
Number 1. I think I rolled this before. Damn.
You did.
What's that one?
Can I re-roll, sir?
Yeah, reroll. Might as well
Thank
not have
you.
them. That was the same one.
What was that one? What was the one?
Wizards.
God.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm obsessed with a lost civilization.
You think back to your past, to your parents, and when you were a young little kiddie. Back to the days where you used to live in the hot desert savannas of the Ankroj Desert.
Aunt Crotch?
Ankroj.
Aunt Crutch.
I could be
Crotch.
saying I could be pronouncing that wrong. Don't sue me.
Aunt Crotch.
No, Aunt Crutch.
Aunt Crotch. Is Belvin near me?
Yeah, Belvin's. You're like leaning up against the side of the building's wall while he's looking out into the market square, enjoying the sight.
Hey,
You know
Belvin.
this. You know this site all too well.
Hey, Belvin. Hello.
What's up, Sandstorm?
Hello.
You're a bit I know you're a bit distracted there. It took me a few times to get your attention. Did I ever tell you the time about Aunt Crutch? My ancestors.
No, sorry about this. Sorry to interrupt the roleplay, but it's not Ankrotch. It's
I know. It's
No.
not.
an Airroch. An Airroch. An
I know. I wasn't because you weren't sure. I just made up a ridiculous name.
No, that's good. That's cool. Ankrotch
Ankrotch.
now works. Now called Ankrotch.
Because that's now I
Ankrotch.
remember it.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
remember all these fancy words, but I remember ridiculous words.
Ankrotch.
Aunt Crotch, where my family was from.
Aunt Crutch.
I always thought about going there. If we ever have the chance, do you reckon I'll have my back?
You also remember another piece, another little sliver of memory. As you were saying that, you remember your mother always warning you when the desert wind blows, it acts as a warning. And she used to always turn to you and say, with wings of blue, lightning comes too.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's
Oh, that
ominous.
And that
I've
was whenever a sandstorm began to approach, your mother would always take you underground into the little cave huts you guys had built into, your kind had built into the rock faces and rock walls, living as a kind of desert tribal people.
And that's why that's how I got the name Sandstone, Belvin. Did you know that?
Because everyone's like, fuck, it's a sandstorm.
Sandstorm, here it comes! And I'm like,
Sandstorm.
And that's when, in the distance, you just hear. "Do-do-do-do."
And every time
because every time I came
Every
along,
time-
everyone ran from me.
he went into the sandstorm, he'd always come back.
What is
But
that?
from that question earlier, if I would accompany you for when the time comes to your homeland, I'll place a hand on your shoulder and be like, "Of course, brother."
Thank you. I always have your backers.
Make a what's your passive perception there, Belvin and Sandstorm?
13.
Okay. What is yours there, Sandstorm?
14.
14. Okay, so no, you both do not. You both do not. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, those ones.
Oh,
Everything around you seems
We're
legit.
werewolves.
shit.
Everything around you seems legit.
Okay.
Um,
Damn it.
while you guys are having this moment, like there's one arm up on the shoulder, there's a man in a black cloak kind of shoulder bumps into you, carelessly not looking where he's going from behind. So as he's he comes up, he's like, his arm bumps against yours and he like spins around and he
Hey.
looks
Wait, who did he bump into? Which one?
Sandstorm,
Hey, watch your back, mate.
and he just looks you up and down, and like you see his like cloak the hood on his cloak is like come back a bit. You see like he's got a bit of white hair, and you see that there's some sort of like necklace stuffed down into his neck, and he's clutching something underneath his robes. And he just looks at you and goes, and turns away.
Rude.
That guy's suspicious. I'm gonna follow him.
Suspicious.
He begins to make his way past the pub, past the keg house. Make me a stealth check as you guys.
Oh, stealth check. Oh, I took the lead because the first.
I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, because I think I just go, Belvin, wait here. I'm just gonna watch this guy. He looks a bit suspicious. Because I'm used to because I've lived in this town for so long. I'm used to the way people act and kind of things. I'm like, this is a bit weird. So I just go, Belvin, wait here. And I walk off. So I'm only doing supposed to.
Alright, so you can easily, because he just bumped into you, it was so rude, you can easily follow him out through the crowd. But once he gets into the more of the open road, there's less and less people. You can see he's kind of like shifting around to the sides.
Can I go around trees and etc.?
Yeah, there's a few trees.
Instead of
they're
going
more
like
or
on the
less-
road, can I kind of like be on rooftops and like just
Oh, yeah,
hide
that's-
behind things?
Make me. Well, no, you should be able to close. You should be able to close the 5 foot gap. So
Is
if
it one
you're
of
up,
those missions where I have to stay in range and not let him see me though?
so he's about here. You see his black cloaks up, trailing behind him. He's got kind of scuffed boots. And it also looks like something sparkly just jingled down behind underneath him.
Sparkly.
He then turns just at 2 trees right near the Bronze Anvil Smithery, and turns left as if to head north and hides behind a couple of the trees. You see him make a stealth check as you approach and attempt to jump into the tree.
One sec. I got these woolen gloves on, and now I'm keep accidentally pressing the back button on my mouse. It's so big. My thumb is bigger than usual. So I keep going back and forward through this damn
Fingers you're
20.
using are too fat.
Yeah, it's literally. I'm like, I've never done this before, like on my new mouse, and I now keep doing it. It's like, God damn it. Okay. stealth check with advantage?
No, not with advantage. No,
Okay.
actually disadvantage because you're jumping into a tree. Are you?
I guess I am. Yeah, Scruffily leaves. Shit. Here we go.
What's this guy's passive perception? Should have known. Okay, so what you see is. Sorry about this. Sorry, should have had this up and ready. But he is looking in at his. Okay. Yeah. So you see as you jump up into the tree, he looks up at the same time at the rustle once you land, and he's pulled out a whole bunch of gems out in a pouch. He's opened the top, and from your vantage point, you can see into this little leather bag with a rope fastener. You can see that there is a small bunch of gems, necklaces, and rings that he's got in this little leather pouch. He's just looking up at you, and he's like, "Fuck!" And from behind his cloak, he pulls out a little hand crossbow.
I strike.
All right, let's roll initiative. So you're only about 15 feet up from him, by the way. So you want to know something? You want to know something really good?
What's that?
This guy pulls out his light crossbow, pulls the trigger. You hear a click. Nothing happens because he just won.
Got him.
Yes, at the same
It's
time.
like, what? It's jammed. All right, you're first. He pulls it out, looks up at you, clicks, nothing happens. Like, what? You get the drop on him.
Wet
At the
gun
same
powder.
time, I jump down and I attack his shooting hand to hopefully disarm him.
Okay, you want to disarm him. Make an athletics check versus his at disadvantage. Actually, no, make a sleight of hand.
Thank you.
Sleight of hand versus his athletics. So, no. This guy's not very good with his hands, unfortunately. He drops that.
Well, I
That
did
thing
say-
drops out of his hand straight away. You bat it away. He's like, oh, fuck. His move.
I love the music for the fight.
Is that
'Cause
your
you
whole
hear-
turn, Robbie?
No.
Yeah, I think.
My other turn is. So I disarmed him, did I?
Yeah.
Can I grab the crossbow and whack him in the face with it? With my. Do I have that secondary move? I do. I can use
No,
I
second
use it?
level.
You're level 1.
second level. That's right. Hold on.
Because you bashed it out of his hand so well, and you failed so horribly, you can catch that weapon in your hand.
Yeah, cool.
So you're perfectly fine to catch that there and hold that.
Yeah. Okay.
At which point, this guy rips out a dagger from within his cloak, from around his back. He's going to stab you with it. Dice. 14? Is 14
He does
hit your arm?
stab me.
No, you're just way too nimble. He's just using your
Too
feline
slow.
agility and just the length of your body. Just he's not used to fighting someone so long and skinny. Your move.
That's what she said.
I'm just gonna go for a knockout punch, which would be Fury Swipes. Like that's all I got. Knockout punch.
Make that attack roll. Right.
Does anyone else notice what's going on?
5.
Yeah. No one else notices. It's
Alright.
fine. It's
So
fine.
Belvin sees that he's just that Sandstorm has just disappeared off into the crowd, pretty much following after old mate. Ikram is doing his own thing, tending to the 3 horses and returning them.
Yeah.
And This guy. So on your turn, you've done your Fury Stripes, and no, he's held his arms up, and his studded leather armor blocks the claws digging into his skin.
So that's how we're gonna play, is it?
He spits at your face and goes to swipe at you again with a 19. This dagger nicks the side of your gut for 4 points of damage.
Ooh. Oh shit!
It's like half your health.
Yeah, it is.
Level 1, fuck.
And he begins to leg it 30 feet north from you.
Well,
It's got an opportunity attack.
No, because he took... Actually, you do get opportunity attack because he's taken the dash action as a bonus action. So you can get a Fury Swipes in. Or you can shoot the crossbow at him.
The one that jammed.
yeah, I think I want to trust that.
Oh, your Fury Stripe strength. I thought that'd be
Okay, so as he stabbed you, he's drawn it out, and he's gone to like get out of the way. You bring your clawed hand up, and rake at his face and just slash it, in doing so, you do slash the necklace that is around his neck, and that flies off him onto the ground as you've broken it. But he does get away. Now it's your turn. He's only about 30 feet away from you because of that attack.
I go pretty much, probably loud enough so you can hear it, but maybe not obvious enough. I'm just like, is that how we're going to play it? I pull out the dagger and I just go throw it for his calf muscle.
Okay, so going for a called shot. I'm going to give you disadvantage on this attack, but if you hit, something cool will happen.
So disadvantage, and what am I rolling? Just for attack roll, you reckon?
Yeah, just a dagger. Just your dagger attack. Do you have daggers?
Remember, it's
I do have
dex, not
daggers,
strength.
yeah.
No. So
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
go your dag.
That was the damage rolls. You didn't make an attack roll for it.
Yeah.
I must not set it up properly.
Just
The
do
fuck?
do a d20
I'll just do it. D20,
plus
yeah.
your dex plus your proficiency.
Okay. What the fuck? I'll just do a short sword. I already have set it up.
It'll be the same stats, yeah. Oh.
Oh, sorry, it's just loading. All right, yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah.
No,
Average.
actually, you do it. No, that's actually going to miss. But you do have inspiration from the previous game.
I know, but like it's still 50%. Like
Yeah.
it's still.
Uh,
Let's do it.
unfortunately,
Inspiration.
Can you use inspiration to reroll the 10?
Yeah. Can you do that?
yeah, the reroll the 10
Because
from
because you roll the first one, then yeah, you're right. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So reroll one of those rolls. We might. He's
Reroll
here. The lawyer's here.
I'm just making it up.
I think that's correct what you said.
Hey,
though.
I don't
welcome to D&D, where it's all made up. It doesn't matter.
Oh!
Boom.
18
Right in the
plus
calf muscle.
whatever. So that'll be another.
Oh, okay, all right. So
That'd
yeah,
be a
you
25.
pull out that dagger of yours. It goes flying and just slings straight past the back of his knee into past his calf, and like a
Oh.
diagonal slash, and he goes tumbling to the ground prone.
Yes.
Ikrim,
And I just.
you see this guy. Ikrim, you see this guy run out behind the
Yep.
smithery. Out behind the smithy as you're about to pass through, going back to the guild hall, and then drop to the ground as Sandstorm chases him out, throwing one of his daggers at him.
Do I know this guy?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, you know Sandstorm. You've known him for years.
Yeah, you know Sandstorm.
Hey. Hey, Ikram. Funny seeing you here.
Do I-
Nothing to see here,
do
Ikram.
I know
Nothing
you?
to see here.
No, you have no idea who this is. And as he's fallen over, you see some of the gems, the kind of craftsmanship from Kriv, fall out from his shirt, scattering on the ground. There's also a little leather belt pouch that has gone sprawling out that he looks like he was holding, and all gems and rings and a necklace or two has fallen onto the ground into the grass and dirt. Precious stones and gems laying across in front of him, and he kind of scrambles to pick as many up as he can, hide them back down in his shirt.
Hey, Ikram,
What are you
took you
doing?
long enough to get here.
How far away is he from me?
He's about 30 feet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's about 30 feet
okay.
away from you.
Can I I'm gonna run over to him and not pin him down, but sternly
Boot in the
Hold
crotch.
him down.
sternly
In an armbar?
apply pressure
I feel like what you're gonna do is
in a
pin him
choke
down.
Yeah,
lock.
pretty sure you're gonna pin him down.
Pin him down.
Okay, make an
polite manner.
athletics check.
I'm
Right,
It's a
athletically
polite
holding
pin
him.
down.
Is he prone at the moment? That guy.
Yes, he is prone.
Yeah, fuck him up.
It's not my strong point.
Yeah, we know that, mate.
Can
alright. He only rolled 7.
Can I perceptively hold him down?
Yeah. Can I hold him down with
You
my
got him.
mind?
He only rolled 7. He ain't going.
You hold him down.
So you put your boot on the back of his neck, and he just dips his head down. He squirms for a bit.
Can I just
Once
go
you
to
fight
Ikram?
more-
Hey, Ikram, I didn't even need your help. Butt out, mate. I had it all
What's
covered.
he doing here? Oh,
And with that,
what are you chasing this
Sam
boy down
comes-
for?
Throwing
I,
daggers.
I saw he was being suspicious. When I saw him, I knew exactly what was going on. I had to jump on him.
And
He
what
had
was
to get in the way.
going on?
Typical.
Just throwing daggers at people because they're suspicious.
No, what do you mean?
So he hasn't
you
done
didn't
anything.
say what he
I
actually did,
said-
though.
Yeah, I said.
I said
So what's
he
he
stole-
get?
it
What's
was-
going on?
You didn't
I
say
said
he
at the
stole
start.
anything.
He stole his stuff. Didn't I say?
As
No,
you,
you
as you
didn't.
look
No.
at some,
You said he's been suspicious, and you're like, what?
Oh shit! He's been suspicious, so I shot him in the head.
Ikram,
Nah.
as you look at some of the gems scattered on the ground, you actually see that there's a necklace that you looked at the other day that was out front of Kriv's jeweler shop. That caught your eye. It's got a raven on it with multiple jet and amethyst stones in it.
Can I lean down and pick that up and be like, "How did you get this?"
He looks up at you and just goes, "I not told you nothing, boy."
Ain't a boy. And then I sternly shove him in the back with my knee.
Oh! He squirms back.
So answer me. Where is she?
Make an intimidation check. Because at this point he's just like, "Oh, no, get off me. Get off." Okay, yeah, he says, looks up at you and says, "I was just trying to get some cash to hitch a ride north. I want out of this place."
And stealing was how you were gonna do that?
You failed this city.
He's not Batman.
Says, "I'm not." He looks over to you and says, "I'm not from this city, man. From the hills. Just want to get the bird dust, get away from here."
I'm just gonna do a quick pat down and see what else he's got, and then sort of boot him on his way.
Have fun with that walk with that one leg, buddy.
He's got
Quick, hurry up and run. Or you only
He's got a
have,
couple of
you have
daggers
no
on him.
legs. Come on, mate. I'd chase him like the dagger.
he's got a couple of daggers on him, a hand crossbow, about a little quiver full of about 19 with 19 crossbow bolts in him. He's also got a few coin pouches, silver coins in them, each having with one pouch having 3 silver coins in it, one having 4 silver coins in it. He's also got a piece of parchment, and on that parchment is a bit of scrawled writing with what looks to be scratch marks on it. And underneath it, it says greenest.
What's it say?
Oh, greenest. Yeah, right.
It says greenest, and above that is a bit of scratching. Like something you don't know, scratched up and written.
Okay.
So where do you get the gems and jewelry? From the
Yeah,
dragon
am
board?
I able to recognise where most of that jewelry and stuff's from, or just that one particular item?
No, very easy. You realise that the only place that sells jewels or buys jewels in town, because no one else can really afford them, is that Dragonborn's jeweler shop.
Okay.
He's pretty noble. He sells most of his wares and jewels at a loss, but he still manages.
Top bloke.
Generous bloke.
I'm gonna pick up all the gems and stuff jewels and stuff that I think belong to him, and I'm going to return them to him. And
Okay.
all the silver pieces and that, I just look at Sandstorm and I'm just kind of like, you can have those.
This guy looks up.
Credit, are you, Ikram?
Fine.
Gotta hand it over to him yourself.
The guy,
You are more than welcome to join me.
Ikram, make a athletics check at disadvantage.
I don't believe in disadvantages.
I do.
Acrobatics, did you say? Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Wow. Two
Hey,
solid rolls.
With a
You did well.
okay, so with 18, this guy barges your foot out of the way and does
I've
a
already
roll
kicked
to
him
the
away,
side.
haven't I?
No, I thought you were still holding him
Oh,
down.
no, I said
It's like-
that I searched him and then I booted him away.
Kicked him in the
Yeah,
ass,
we did.
basically.
Because there's 2 of us. I mean, you should pretty much said, "Fuck off, mate. You'll be dead," and then you
Alright,
run.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I must have missed that part. But yeah, you
With one
see
leg.
he's like running.
Did you hear me before?
He's
They took all the
Because I
gems.
threatened him.
running.
I said,
north.
"Run away," so or I'll get your other leg. And he went off. He hopped away in one leg.
They took all the gems and his weapons, though.
Yeah. We pretty much just shredded
Yeah.
everything.
Took all his clothes.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, this jacket looks pretty good, actually.
You don't know how
I'll
long
be
he's been
taking
laughed
that.
out there without any gold or anything like that.
Well, that's his
Yeah,
own fault
yeah.
for trying to steal stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
don't steal from our mates.
We don't actually have a care factor. We have a care factor of 0 of this guy.
Evil equals bad guys.
Okay, so you guys head on back down
Yeah.
to the tavern road
So,
that leads
you're-
to the
yeah.
merchant place. You see that little small necklace that he was wearing down onto the ground. You pass by that.
No, he picked it up earlier.
Oh no, there was
Yeah,
there was
picked it
another
up.
necklace there was another necklace that was around the guy's neck, not in the bag.
I'm right.
That
pretty much.
Sandstorm scratched it off.
I'm pretty much at the location. Just have a look. Can I have an investigation look?
Yeah,
Have
make an
keys.
investigation check.
Why a
What's that
disadvantage?
then?
Either way,
It's not a disadvantage, no.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't see what it is. I'm out of focus.
Haven't got your cat glasses on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that on it. Where's that pen gone?
I still see. I
No.
can still.
You can see it in your hands.
Yeah.
You roll low. I'm blind.
As you go over and pick it up, you see that there is a
Okay.
metal. There's this like a little bit of metal, like a rough hammered piece of iron, and scratched into it is this symbol. If you look at the webcam real quick.
Okay. An iron fence.
Yeah, it looks like a poorly made fence.
So there's 5 lines from another 2 lines
I
scratched in.
recognize that symbol.
With your investigation check, you have no idea where you've seen it.
I
like-
recognize that.
It's
Hey,
like-
Ikra,
It's
do
a
you
really, really
recognize
poorly
this?
done and designed trinket, and you're like, it's not even that shiny.
Yeah.
Throw it away. If you want to throw it away.
Would you throw it away, your character?
I'll just go, hey Ikram,
You grab everything.
you recognize this symbol?
Let me have a roll and decide.
You went not to roleplay that.
Just wait a second, I've got to look at my character sheet.
Wait a second. I'm not even a real person. It's just a piece of paper.
Wait a minute, what am I talking about?
Is this real life or what?
Wait a second, I've got to wait for that red-headed guy to roll the dice to see whether I can actually
Hold on.
recognize
I
it or
need
not.
to wait
Okay.
for God.
I gotta wait for my turn.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
So-
investigation, just a standard one, or
Yeah.
yeah, I got no idea.
You guys! Fuck.
I got no idea.
Not too sure either, but you know it was made by some pathetic human smith.
Lucky we got rid of this pathetic human.
Roasted.
Yeah.
Really, not that much of a waste.
All right. So, you guys meet back up with Belvin, who's still watching the crowd. Casimir's come back out. He's got one of his scrolls out, and he's looking at it. I'm assuming.
Just reading it, yeah, studying it.
Let's have a read. Then you guys meet back up. At which point, after you guys have looked at the jewelry shop, realized that the lock has been broken, and the door's been wedged open. You can see the door has been opened, and that there is one little chest that has been pried open within the shop. The rest all look like they've been attempted but failed at. There's scratch marks around the iron locks and braces, the little chests and coffers. At which point, one of the guards comes and taps Belvin on the shoulder. Belvin, how are you, boy? Christoph, my superior, Markov, told me to come grab you boys. The
The
governor-
bandits.
the governor wants to thank you on behalf of the town as well. He's very, very pleased. So, come on now, right now. He's ordered.
Okay, do we want all of us to go, or do we want to leave a couple of you guys here
I want to go.
to take care of that?
Casimir definitely wants to go interrogate them.
Same. Same with Belvin.
Are we in the area to have this discussion?
You guys are at the
Yeah,
jewelers now.
No, aren't we all there?
Yeah, you guys are all at
Oh, okay.
Jewelers.
Oh, I
Like,
thought it was
where's
just-
The map shop is literally right next to.
Where's this Dragon Ball? Because we've got to like secure this area.
We're
and,
here,
like-
right? At the merchant post.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Um,
Can you put a guard on this shop?
do you tell him what happened?
Yeah, I just go. Bloody one-legged. What'd you call him? Pathetic piece of trash. Stole some gems from Dragon Ball and shop. So I followed him. We had a bit of a tussle. Ikrin came in and finished the job. But it's all over the place now. We need to secure the area.
He says, "Oh, that's what I can expect from members of Ravenforged." Well, how about you guys go and head to to the keep, and I'll keep an eye on this place until I can call over a couple more guys.
Thank you.
Come on your way.
We'll leave it to you then.
So
Thanks,
we're just
Mike.
gonna,
Great
like, we're gonna hold on to the jewelry then, right? Until we can give it back to the dragonborn.
No, we'll give it to the guard, and the guard can do all that.
Yeah, he hands it over and like keeps it on his person and like literally just stands in front of the door and just stands on watch.
Yeah.
Be
Full
fun-
NPC.
It'd be funny if the guard just steals it now.
No, he's like a loyal. We know him and shit. I'll give a bit of a hint to I don't know, what is he, boss? Who's his boss? Is Cass his
Christoph.
boss?
Your dad.
Castellan. His
Yeah.
dad.
Your
Oh,
I'll
dad.
tell Cass about what you're doing here. Might get your pay rise into the month.
He looks at you and is just like, there's a little bit of glimmer of hope in his eyes. Like, yes.
After
it's
10 years,
Oh.
finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, I'll put in a good word with father.
Alright, so with that, you guys make yourself back to the
Get him.
keep. The gates are open, and Markov is in the courtyard. He waves you boys over and says, "Come on, we're heading on down to ask this piece of trash what they're doing." You follow him down down 2 flights of stairs. First one coming to a landing, then wrapping back around and going to another landing, then wrapping back down. You come to a sort of storing room, and next to that there are a couple of old leaky barrels and provisions that have been stacked up. There's other fresh crates and food stores that have been stored. There's also what looks to be another little step up that leads into the hill underneath, into a little dungeon area as he leads you up through this wooden door after he unlocks it. It squeals, and inside you can see Castellan, your brave heroic father. You also see Kriv Karailon, the jeweler dragonborn. You can also see the dwarven smith, Cloven, with his arms crossed, tapping with one finger tapping. Next to him, you see the governor, Torbor Nighthill. As he looks at you both and approaches, you can see he's wearing very noble robes, blue flares down the side, blue tunic at the front. There's a bit of a lion on the bit. There's a bit of a lion pattern and design on the front of his tunic, and he's wearing a blue cloak with an embroidery chain hanging around his shoulders and a clasp. He's got his belt wrapped around the robes and flares, and on his side sits a longsword. He looks over to you boys. He's got kind of very receding hairline, but with very long, light brown hair, with a salt and pepper beard, quite tan skin. He looks like he's used to work the farms when he was a lad. He looks over to you all and says, "Boys, you've done a brilliant job this day. Thank you very much. Now, this piece of filth, what do you suggest we do with him? We've only just come out of council to talk to him." And, puts his hands on, clasps Belvin on the shoulder and says, "Good work, son." And looks over towards Sandstorm as well and says, "You did a wonderful job."
Thank you, father.
Before...
Is Aiken here?
Yeah, Ikram's here.
No, Aiken.
Yeah, Aiken.
Or whatever the...
Oh, Aiken's not here. No.
I was gonna ask, say if you wanted some target practice.
Before we decide their judgment, I'd like to interrogate them first. They had some information, a letter. They They spoke of selling the girl off to fanatics. I have a personal interest in this.
I too have an interest in interrogating this bandit.
You see that they're pretty much all in the one cell, chained up together, all hands over their heads, all linked into a overhead ring in the top of the stone. Governor Torbar Nighthill nods his head and says, "You guys, you were the heroic ones who brought them back. You more than certainly could ask the question." He pulls out of it. He puts his hand out to Castellan, and Castellan pulls out his ring of keys and puts it in the hands of the governor, who then hands it over, puts it all out in front of you.
Alright. I'll open up the cell. They're chained up, right? So they can't just get out. If we open the door. Alright, I'll go into their cell.
Okay, so you go into the
I will
cell.
come along as well.
Yeah. Alright, so I just gotta open up the thing. The
Can
lever.
I want to eavesdrop. Like I'm leaning on the gate on the fence, just sort of eavesdropping.
Yeah, so it's only a 10 foot by 10 foot cell that they're sitting in currently. And so you go in. You two go into that. Ikram, do you stand at the doorway or you go in as well?
Ikram, are
Ikram.
you all there?
Rob?
Rob.
Ikram's, I think he's dead.
Sorry, what did you say?
They're in front. The boys are going. Two of the boys are going into the cell. Sandstorm's standing by the cell door, listening. Are you going to go in, or are you just going to stand idle at the doorway?
I'll stand idle.
Alright, so you stand idle by the doorway, just staring at these
Safe choice.
I'm kind of just.
He's kind of tired, kind of out of it.
I'm kind of just like.
You can. The governor looks at you, stares at you, and smells the pipe grass you've been smoking.
It's a festival, man.
I don't want to get
So-
frisked.
All right.
It's like,
So
shit.
Belton
Why'd we come to the Popo?
Hazard.
I swear I didn't pack my bodyboard.
Belton
Okay,
and
Chappelle.
Casimir
Too soon.
sell three hombres there.
Belwin, would you like to say?
All right. Who hired you to kidnap the young girl?
The guy with the shaved sides says, "Fuck off." Spits.
All right. All right. I'm gonna ask you again, and I'm gonna grab a finger, and
Grab
I'm
a
gonna break
finger?
it.
Make me a strength check. At advantage.
Reg,
'Cause
savage.
his hands are up here, hanging over.
Takes no shit. Oh,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay.
Use that back.
Kind of surprised the finger didn't work.
No, it didn't work. But you do hear him reave in pain over the his finger just being bent so far backwards, and by the time it's going to break, he says, "All right, all right. We were told to sell the girl to anyone. We're gonna get the merchant, the ransom her back to the merchant."
But I believe you guys talked about some sort of fanatics at your camp.
and I'll pull out the letter.
The more olive-skinned one to the side looks at you and says, "We don't want nothing to do with those crazy fucking worshippers."
All I ask for you is who they are and what they want.
They want nothing but riches. They've been pillaging down in the southern lands of Annam. They've made their way up here. They don't even know. Chris, they don't even know.
Know what?
You best pack up and run, boy. A sandstorm's coming.
Which one's talking? The olive one?
Yeah, the
Olive skinned one?
olive skin one.
Can I punch him in the face?
Yes, absolutely. Make an attack roll, add proficiency and strength to that bad boy.
Belvin's
So
grown some
maybe
chest hair
just like
since we were...
maybe someone that uses those rolls.
What's that?
I just did.
Oh, you didn't roll. I thought you'd got the exact same roll as
Sorry.
last time.
17, yeah. As you socked him one in the face, you see
And
like,
I'm just like,
blood and spittle fly up to the side, and he just looks up and he's bleeding from the.
now tell
forehead.
me what I want to hear.
There's a cult, crazy dragon worshippers. You best prepare yourselves. They're coming.
How long have they been making their way? Was it north?
So,
We have no idea. They did the same sort of thing down south. Then they approached our boss with an offer. a 5% cut for us after raids. It's not worth the time. It's not worth my spit.
Are you telling me that this is the first time you have had to do this for them?
No, this is for them. This is for our own ass to get out of here. We're trying to get away from this shit.
So you haven't kidnapped any other young girls for them?
No, we're trying to get away from them. We don't want nothing to do with those crazy fanatics. Those worshippers. They're fucking crazy, man. We just want to get out away from them. We need to make our way up north.
Well, I'm done with them. I stand up. I'm just like, Casimir, ask him what you want. I've heard what I needed.
Tell me details. Everything you know about the cult.
He make a persuasion check or intimidation.
It's like I flick my fingers, and
Yeah.
a small flame comes up. Tell me everything. Or your stay here won't be pleasant.
They look up at that, and I'll allow you to do a intimidation check based off your intelligence score, which is your spellcasting modifier. Just because the threat of the flame you produce in that flame, depending on how real it is.
Oh, it's definitely real. It's not an illusion.
Oh, okay. All right. So same premise then. Use your spellcasting ability.
Intelligence. Okay.
So intelligence plus proficiency as an intelligence check. How potent you can make that flame damage into it.
15.
can I see them doing that? Or am I out of field of view?
No, you're watching them. There's like just the iron grates and bars just in front of you. And it just got
Yeah, I'm
very
just gonna
warm
leave.
suddenly.
I'm just
you're
going to
out
sort
there.
of take a bit of a walk outside.
Yeah, you take a walk out.
Yeah,
The
that was my input.
the gold dragonborn follows you.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
The gold dragonborn follows you and says, "Don't worry, boy. I neither can look at these torturous things." The dragonborn
Really, Ikram's just got the munchies. He's
Ikram's
like,
just got-
fuck, I'm gonna go get some food.
I'm just like,
Oh,
I can't. I hit my mesh.
oh man,
You
your
are
internet
breaking up
is
so
awful.
bad.
That was all. I was just leaving.
That was good. All right, so yeah,
it's-
they both leave.
Okay.
All right, so no,
Alright.
they both, all three of them roll really, really low. So we got a 3, we got a 7, and we got a 10.
Got him. So
So
I
there's
want any details about the what do you say, the dragon cult? Like their location, their numbers, their leader. that sort of thing.
no, he said they're a cult of fanatics and crazies that worship dragons. So basically, dragon cult. He says, they give you information. The one with the shaved heads, he looks at you and says, "What are we going to get in return? Are we going to go free? You going to let us go free?"
Who knows? You may have a reduced sentence based on your cooperation.
They look at each other and say, "They've been hiring from rumor, been hiring mercenaries up and down the coast. They're planning something big. I know not what, but most of the boys we know on the road, we've been making a living off plundering and pillaging. Most of them are now in line with them. They pay well, apparently. They only offered us a very small share." The other one with the olive skin interrupts and says, "Yeah, they're led by a crazy woman, complete fanatic, and also there's this monster with them. This horrible, unjust monster. There's also all these little critters they have with them. Most of the time, we only get to talk to when they came and visit our camp. They only talked with. They didn't even send a pure initiative. They sent the lowlings. I'd met this guy out on the road a couple of months ago. He was signed up with him as a fanatic, low ranker, sent to do the dirty work." But no, we never got any contact with him after that. We knew we could make our own. We're not anyone's toy or master. We're our own. They kind of stand behind that ideology.
So you don't know anything about their leader. Nothing useful.
They look to each other and say, "We know they have plenty of gold.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? You're currently bartering with your lives. Any information that is useful may spare that.
Wait. They wear it. They don't wear it openly, but they do wear insignias. We've seen it before. We've seen it. It's like a claw mark."
Is that just out of character? Is that like the thing that Robbie and like Sandstorm and Ikram found on the necklace? Like that, was that a claw mark?
Yeah, that had a few lines roughly scratched into it.
Because I don't know, I haven't seen that.
No, you haven't seen that. But Sandstorm has. Sandstorm, you hear that as well.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Hey, Ikram.
Ikram's outside.
Ikram's currently left.
I thought he was just near us, wasn't it?
No,
He
he's
hasn't gone smoking weed again.
Yeah.
He's just there.
He's gone out the back to have a billy.
No
mate,
smoking.
you can't
No
just-
smoke. They had the rules back then. No smoking indoors still. That old thug that took those gems had a symbol like that on his necklace.
Necklace.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, he must have been one of them.
Wait,
Where have you
I
got
have
that?
it right here. Is this it?
Yeah, you pull out the
Is this
poorly
your card?
made iron charm on the end of a cloth necklace, black necklace. It's got 2 small scratch lines, 2 medium-sized scratch lines, and 1 large scratch line over one arcing the entire lot, and another one going down at a diagonal, curving down. And they look up at it and say, "That's one. That's one of them."
There was one of them in the market. Where'd he go?
He went north. With 1 leg, we can still have time to catch him if we leave now. He has nothing. I took his clothes also.
We need to follow. Alright, that's all the questions I have, anyway, for these guys.
Okay. So with that, he looks at you and says, "So you're gonna let us off?"
So I walk out the door, out the cell, and lock it
The
again.
governor looks at you and just shakes his head. They're not getting away with that.
And I look at the bandit. I say, for their crimes, they should be put to death.
Jesus Christ. Is that what you get for, kidnapping here?
These guys are bandits and they murdered, innocent people.
Oh, that's right. They did murder. Yeah. I was just thinking the one thing they caught it, but they actually murdered their guards and the other son.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they die. They should
But
die at the
As
slow and painful death.
No. We shouldn't be reduced to savages. Even though we just threatened to torture them.
Yeah, he totally. Yeah.
They did cooperate, so give them a swift death.
We bargained with them.
They say, Castellan says, "You sure about this? You want their blood on your hands?"
Somebody has to do it.
It's a fair judgment call you've made.
I'll wear gloves.
You wear gloves? I wear gloves.
Just like...
Okay.
I won't
With
get
that-
any blood on my hands. I wear gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
With that, Nightball, Governor Nightball looks at you both, looks at you all and says, "Grab some horses from the stables and head on out. Find that man, bring him back to us. We need to know if something's going down."
Of course.
Hey, I run out and go, Ikram, we need to use your tracking skills to find that guy that we let go. You reckon you can do it?
Whoa.
You seem like you're in the right mood for this as well.
If
I love
If
tracking.
Vikram's constantly baked, doesn't that mean he's just used to it now and that's his normal state?
Everything's a disadvantage.
No, this is his
Oh,
normal
I thought
state
it'd be
now.
I thought it'd be advantage because he's one with nature. Now.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
I'm like on
Just got your
Rick and Morty.
advantage.
I'm just constantly drunk. He's constantly drunk, whereas I'm constantly baked, and it makes me really good.
Yeah.
With your senses there, okay. You start to talk to the plants, and they start talking back to you. And you're like, oh, yeah, man.
Hey, man.
So you guys head back upstairs, out into the courtyard of the keep.
Can Sandstorm get his wounds patched up as well?
Oh yeah, I'm like half.
I only know because you got your HP bar up. No one else has one up.
Why do I only have mine up?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Can you put yours up, or you just don't
Yeah.
kind of
I just
see it,
haven't taken
or?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you know that on the Northern Wall there is a bit of an altar, and there is a priest in there actually, a priest of Chanti, who actually does provide a magical healing service to the guards and whatnot.
Magic.
So they can provide you maybe some magical healing if need be.
Would we have got a short rest while we travelled on the horses?
Yeah, that would have been a short rest.
Yes.
What does that give you?
Because I get some spells back.
Ah, yes, spells.
Because I used both mine. I only have 2, like, first level spells. But I get 1
I
back
know.
on a short rest.
I guess
at the
you're
moment.
I guess you're a wizard. Without your spells, you're nothing.
Yeah,
'cause you need
pretty
at least
much.
one at level 1. I'm a
Alright.
wizard.
So you guys then head off. Yep. After Sandstorm receives the magical healing from the priest.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't want to lose this guy.
So you've gone up back up to full health there, Sandstorm. You tell a muck after the situation, and he nods and says, "Of course, you guys can take what you need. We'll provide you some provisions as well. Just give us a few minutes. They come back, give you a few rations, fill up a couple of water skins. The horses have fresh saddles, fresh horse hooves on it. It only takes about 15 minutes for them to get that all ready.
Alrighty.
It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you guys head off north.
Yep.
Who's in the lead? Who's leading this
Well,
party?
I assume Ikram's
He's the
fucking
tracker.
using nature to track it. Yeah, yes. Yeah. We're following him.
I mean, I'm one with. I don't use
Alright.
nature.
Okay, make me a survival check as you boys storm out of Greenest.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh,
You are
you're so
baked.
good at it too. It's like 6+3.
Okay, you can see that the trail leads off west
Okay, we'll go.
once it gets a few miles out of town.
Let's go.
Following
boys.
that down,
I am confident.
you're confident that it leads down. But then once it goes west a little bit, you can still see the town out in the afternoon sun. You can see that the trail suddenly heads south again.
The bandits.
you guys
did
are-
say
It's south again, boys.
the cult were
Yeah,
located
we're
to the
following
south.
you.
South.
Lead the way, Ikram. We're following.
Alright, I want you to make another survival check.
I'm confident that it's south.
Do it.
Roll again.
I thought I did.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
definitely confident.
Yeah, just say that every time. It's just like you see this red trail of like the see on some games and stuff.
I just see where they once were. Like they're like
Yeah, it's
so
shadow
good. I can
image
see
of
the
them.
past.
Okay, so you see that the
Magical
trail
lead.
leads you just about half an hour west out of town to little copse of trees. The footprints end at one tree a little further back, where it looks to be some hay spread out onto the ground. Also, hoof prints from a horse that looks like it was sitting nearby. The hoof prints then recently have taken off, heading south.
We need to head south. I'm confident.
leaving you. The best tracker in the southeast
Town.
district.
Okay. So
I'd
you
just be heaps
follow.
dramatic too, and I
you
like
follow
to
this
get off
guy,
my
so-
horse and like sniff a leaf and be like,
you actually eat like feces.
Nature's telling me south.
This is a raccoon feces.
south.
It tells me nothing where they went, but I know where it is.
If I taste it, I can tell what I ate in the last day.
A couple of hours later, as you guys are following the trail, Night begins to descend. And you're feeling a little hungry. The trail is still hot.
Except
Do you
for
want to
me.
ride through the night,
Could
or
he?
do you want to stop for camp?
This guy's on
Knowing
foot,
him
right?
and that he's hurt, he would probably have to stop as well.
Yeah, this guy's on foot, and we've been on horseback as well, and he was injured.
No, he was on horse as well. There was a horse at the little copse of trees.
Can I use my nature and suss out like a mad spot
Yeah, make a nature check.
that's like secure and safe and
Oh no!
The winds of the plains are blowing quite a gale this afternoon as well. You can smell the trail of smoke down towards the southwest. As you begin to head down that direction, you see a little plateau in the crags of rocks sticking out around. There looks to be a few large slanted spikes of rocks sticking down to the ground that make up a perfect little wall from this said wind. You can smell the trail of smoke coming from there as well. You can also feel in the smell in the air horse manure.
Well,
As you
can I
guys
tell how far away
better taste
the
it,
horseman
Ikram.
after
manure
you,
is?
Ikram, test it out.
Can you
How fresh is it?
you put your finger in it to like test the temperature for how long it's been there?
No, I dip my finger in and then I like do these ones and I'm like,
Yep, that tastes about 2 hours old.
smear a bit under my nose and shit.
Oh, you said it.
There we go.
He did it.
That's Ikram's insight.
Does he
That's
get?
it,
Does he get
Nature
advantage
check.
for that? That's dedication.
Really,
Nature.
it's a really investigation.
No, that's already
Yeah,
spot
okay.
on. He knows where it is. It's like just over the. It's literally the horse's name just on the other side. So as your horses come
Good stuff.
as your horse follows this trail and you see this spike, this little slanted rock wall, you follow that around, and you see laying on the ground up in a little bedroll.
This stuff.
What you assume is asleep is you see the same dude's cloak and like boots kind of shoved over to the side around a small little fire that's burning.
Can we just like whisper, "Hey, look at this sucker"?
He's about 60 feet away from you guys as you guys are approaching.
Can we sneak up?
Wait, it's our mate.
Can I sneak up and
Yeah, that's the guy that was stealing stuff.
do a choke out?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Combo breaker.
Do I
Yes, you
stealth
can.
it?
Make a stealth check.
Oh. He got a plus
They're all
nine.
the same as you.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so yeah, while the horse is in a slow trot, you jump off and keep low, all fours, and just scurry, heading on over. You get about 30 feet away from him. His horse is like cantering to the side a little bit and begins to step off to the side. You see him toss and turn, just like same kind of shady individual that you saw before.
Yeah.
Stole a horse.
What's in my explorer's pack?
There's
rope?
50 feet of rope.
You'll have rope.
Okay, so I get my explorer's pack. I fucking push him face into the ground and just tie him up quickly. And then I go, boys, I got him.
Nice
All right.
work.
Make a survival check at advantage for that while he's asleep. Because once you start to tie him up, he will start to notice and he'll begin to wake up. And he's just like, "Oh, what? You again? Ah!
Oh. 11.
Against his opposing strength check. Yeah, he manages to bust out of it and punches you in the face.
Oh, not this again. For fuck's sake.
All right. Everyone
He's got
was
that
rolling.
bad signature move.
Everyone.
I should have
roll.
stabbed him in his sleep, eh?
No,
We need-
we want to talk to him.
I know. That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn it.
but like if you stab him a little bit,
Fuck.
Everyone do
Oh, shit.
what's the name?
Wow, we are rolling the initiatives.
Everyone do the what's the name blows. What are they called? Bloody non-lethal.
All right, calm
blows.
down, Robbie. You can't roll that high.
Sorry, guys.
3 of us rolled 6.
I've been rolling terrible.
3 of us
I
rolled
haven't rolled over
6.
6 for the last 3 rolls. Fuck my rolls. This thing.
Been average. Below average, actually.
I
It's alright.
had 9
alright.
plus stealth.
We're just saving. We're saving up our luck for when it's important.
Yeah. Well, this could be important for intel.
Nah. Just stab him in the face.
Well- We'll obviously have him. Everyone just stab him in non-lethal ways.
Stab him in the arms and legs.
Stop the arteries,
Okay.
guys.
He doesn't need his hands and feet.
Okay, so first
a little
up
ball.
again is Sandstorm. Sandstorm. He's just socked you in the face. This guy.
You
He looks like he's
mother-
gonna.
Fucker. Not again. So I literally get my dagger and I stab him back in the same wound that I got him last time.
You can see like, he's bent as he's like crawled up away from you. His knees come up. You see there's a bandage around it. Make an attack roll.
Ah, damn, I didn't set it up. Shit.
Just make a short sword. Same roll.
Yeah.
Actually, the damage is different.
I think the
Yeah.
damage is different.
The attack roll's the same.
Either way, I stab him with my sword anyway. I guess.
All right then.
Non-lethal
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, don't want to kill him.
So yeah, you cut it so the bandage flies off, but there's he's going to be quite affected in the way he walks, but he's not going to die from it, more than likely. It doesn't look too good from that.
Cool.
Casimir,
So where am I? How far away are we?
you're about other than Sandstorm, the rest of you are all about 30 feet away on your horses.
Discharge me.
I'm just gonna take a few steps, glide in, and land and... So are we behind him or in front of him?
Yeah, they're like side on to you guys. In front of you.
I'll swing around behind him. Just, bring a dagger up to his neck.
Oh. He's crawling. He's like
roll
on the
it-
ground, isn't he?
Roll
He's prone.
intimidation. Yeah, he's prone, so you can make this advantage
Oh yeah.
because he's already engaged with someone
Right.
else.
Who's he engaged to?
The horse.
The horse. But nah,
Oh, nice.
with that, he as he feels the cold steel against his neck, he just freezes up and says, "Okay, give, man."
Sandstorm, bind him.
Okay. Can I
Make a
decide to
survival-
roll this one? Again?
Nah, now that you got him here, the rest of the party can come over and join you. Casimir and Belvin will jump off their horses. The fire is actually
actually
really
good at
nice and
binding?
warm.
Sweet. I get some rations out while he interrogates. I sort of sit back and get my rations out and start eating it, or cook it, or whatever.
Just eating some beef jerky, just like chilling.
Yeah, I
That's
did my
good
job.
jerky.
I did my fucking job. You can do the rest, mate.
I tied the rope.
Well, I stabbed him in the leg, slowed him down, and then fucking tied him up. That's all I needed.
His
to do.
legs fucked now.
So
All right, so with that,
I wind up a rag around his leg so it doesn't bleed out.
okay, cool.
Yeah, good guy.
With that, you've tied him up. His arms are bound behind him. His legs are tied in front of him. You've got him sitting up against this rock face that is just behind you guys in a little curved shape, protecting you guys from the wind, which is howling quite heavily at the moment. And there is the fire is burning low. You guys all know if you ride off into the night, if you keep going throughout the night, you will more than likely be exhausted the next day.
We can just interrogate him here then. And set up camp. So,
Can I, out of curiosity, with like, to say torture, for example,
Yeah.
just casually.
rather than an intimidation thing, could that be a nature thing as well? Because like, if you knew like, or like, sorry, a medical thing. Like, say if you're like, Oh, if I like cut this vein or artery
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You know all the
That's
nerves.
really
You know what I
painful.
mean?
Or like
Rather
the
than
brain
making
waves.
a
Absolutely.
Painful,
check.
we don't kill him.
That is
shit.
being creative with the skill sets. You absolutely can use your
Yeah, man.
Fucking
Meta-
Are you that person, though? Is that
Medicine.
who you are as a character?
No, that was just a general curiosity question because I was
Well,
Or
like,
you could just go to him.
like, you kind of would have to know that.
You could go, hey, Casimir, if you hit him right here, he won't die, but it'll really hurt. You can give advice. You can be a guy that gives advice, but don't do it. If it
Yeah,
makes you feel
sure.
better.
You just give it a red hot go.
Okay, son, I'm gonna teach you some life lessons.
Okay,
How
there,
to play a
Satan.
bandit.
We're gonna practice on this guy right here.
See,
Alright,
I haven't
so
tortured anyone
same
yet.
sort
I
of
just
thing
threatened to.
be for nature as well, or
Yeah.
Just-
Oh,
If you say it good
Just
enough,
like
he
a-
might allow it.
You just gotta like,
So when time comes,
you gotta sell it to the DM,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah.
you've sold me with the medicine check.
If I
Just
take a
kinda fucked up a
scalpel
little
and
bit.
dissect him, can we harvest his organ and sell him?
Gotta-
I'm not gonna
Barbecue.
kill him, but I just want to just see what the insides of his eyeballs look like.
You say that, and he looks at you, and is just profoundly worried.
Well, you definitely got him ready for the interrogation.
Yeah. Got him all warmed up. Thanks, Ikram.
Look at him and I just like give him like a.
Your eyes are red, bloodshot as fuck. You're like,
Now,
holy shit.
Can you go set up the camp, Ikram? We're gonna have to stay the night, I think.
Oh, his camera's frozen in the worst possible way.
Oh.
It's actually pretty great.
It's like you won't stop. It's like doing so well. And there he
There
is.
he
Ah,
is,
there
back.
it is.
Oh,
yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
normal.
What
Rob.
happened?
You were
You
doing
froze
this
and you
for
was like
the
this.
longest time.
You're like,
so
Camera's
funny.
froze.
just froze. It's great.
Ah,
Good
Oh yeah,
skill.
but it was frozen. Yeah.
it was the best.
That was wonderful. All right,
So
so
get inspiration for that?
Yeah. Ikram goes and sets up camp. The rest of you boys, Belvin will secure the perimeter, and what are the rest of you guys going to do?
Get firewood.
I'm gonna
Going
make
up-
some bloody sticky bark kebabs.
Interrogate.
So who's going to interrogate this guy?
I'd say me and
Isn't
Belvin.
Casimir is
Me and
Here we
Belvin.
go.
So you guys have a nice, lovely dinner together. You guys fry up some rations, make it a little bit more edible. Have a nice dinner. You guys set out your bed right sort of
Edible.
night.
I can make all the meals taste really good with prestidigitation.
You can definitely do that.
Thanks.
You see,
That was like the first thing you learn at wizard school.
Yeah. It's like I fucking hate eating bark.
Yeah.
But now I can make I can even make bark taste good now.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't
you
give you anything though.
So Ikram hands you actually a piece of bark, and you just look at you like, this again. Hold on, wait, I've got this. At the click of a finger, and a little swirl of magic around this piece of bark, you bite into it, and it tastes like dark chocolate.
Oh,
Oh,
It's just like a
And-
delicacy.
can I have just not seen him like cast that spell, and I'm kind of just like really excited that
you're like, oh, can't wait to eat
Yeah.
this bark.
he actually likes my bark now.
Like, you gave him one, and then you leant over to get your own, and you see he's just mugging into it. And I'm like, yeah, that's my boy.
I'm so proud of you, son.
No, I ate the rations definitely. Even if it tastes good, I still want to eat bark.
So I'm definitely taking account of how many rations and arrows and
Oh,
stuff I have
yeah.
this game because last time I just whatever. But I'll take note.
So I'm down to 9 days of
Hey,
rations.
we don't
now.
need rations, and I like point at a tree.
Yeah, but the thing
Nature
is,
is our ration.
You do.
what nutritional value does this bark actually give you? Even if it tastes alright, because the trick, it's still not gonna. You're still gonna die.
No, mate, it's heaps of carbs, maybe some protein if there's like a grub in the bark.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
Hey, I survived 18 years off of this shit.
Has he? Is that actually a fact, or is he just bullshit?
Okay.
So he's
So,
done the same
Secretly, he's
funny.
like Master Chef, but he's just been fucking with this whole time.
When you're
So-
all going to sleep, I actually cook myself some
Yeah,
food.
some gourmet meals.
all right. So
Because
with
how's
that,
your life?
the The guy who's tied up looks at you and says, hurry up, get this over with. Kill me. Get it done. Got me already.
Do we look like savages to you?
You look like a feral piece of infernal shit.
Well, that's not very nice. So, how about you tell me about this cult?
Got nothing. I'm not a part of them anymore. They can burn in 9 hell they want to go to.
Wait, what did he say? He said that about the cult?
Yeah. He says they can burn in the 9 hell they want to go to.
Is he tied up against a tree, or what's he?
He's just tied up. His body's just leant up against slanting rocks.
Can I
Hands
tell?
behind his back.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Yeah, make an insight check.
I get advantage from my cube as well.
You do. Okay, he seems legit with what he's saying. He seems like he was a part of it. Now he's cracked out. He's out.
So he's left. Well, if you have no love for them, then surely you won't mind telling us all about them.
Got to kill me first.
How am I
Can I
going to
just
get
like
information about you if you're dead?
Got to see how serious you are, boy.
Can I just I just overheard that, and then I just get up from my from the fire, and I've got a really hot stick, and I'm just casually walking along, making this look like a complete accident, and I trip over and just hit him on the back of the knee with it, with this
Make a medicine check.
fucking. Okay. And just fully throw it out as oh, my bad. Oh man.
Yeah, he worms and screams at that as you're just oh no, sorry. He's just he just screams in pain. He looks up and goes, why would you do that? Oh God! Oh, why the knee? Always the knee.
Not kebab. And that's when I gesture at Casimir to ask him another question.
Do you feel like talking yet? I'm offering to release you if you help us out.
He looks up at you and says, look, gotta get north as quick as possible. It's gonna happen here.
What's gonna happen?
Lenarath is coming.
How do you spell that exactly? Len or F?
No, it is spelt. I believe. Sorry.
Lenny for short.
Yeah, Lennowrath. Lenarath.
And what is Lenarath?
A beautiful, majestic, of the western desert kind, blue dragons.
Blue dragon. So I'd know that's bad news from studying Draconic and stuff in Candlekeep.
Yes, you do. Blue, you know that blue are more the aristocratic tyrants. They prefer their meals to be intellectual, but ready to bargain. They're very vain, and they hoard well. And they never do anything without personal gain.
So is that why the dragon cult is gathering coin and gems to give to the dragon?
He looks at you and he says, I know the dragon's a part of the cult. It's helping them.
Helping them?
I don't know anything more than that about the dragon. majestic beast. He's smart, beautiful, caring about his worshippers.
And how big is this dragon?
He's large enough to swallow you whole, boy.
So I know that's bad news.
Yeah, absolutely, you
So,
do.
so what are the sizes? Like,
They're-
there's young.
Yeah, there's wormling, there's young, there's an adult, and there's ancient. So,
Okay, so it's probably one of
Studied
the latter
draft.
two, right?
pardon?
If it's big enough to eat me whole, it'll be one of the latter two.
Yes.
Alright, well that's bad news. I'd definitely tell that to the group. If this dragon is coming for the town, they're in grave danger.
If a dragon is indeed coming, we've got to let everybody know as soon as we can.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have time to rest tonight.
It's just going on night, even though he's like set up camp. It's about 9 o'clock. You guys rode for an hour, so if you hoof it back real quick, you might be able to make it back
Before, like,
before
late.
gaining any exhaustion
yeah, okay.
or becoming midnight.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell us anything else about the cult?
Big operations going down, and they know that someone's off. Then they know. Rumors have it that they know one of the monks are onto them. Harpers are chasing. They know.
Harpers are chasing the cult. Do you guys want to ask anything else? Brad? I was like, out of character. Do you guys want to ask him anything else?
I don't think so.
Do you want to ask him anything, Robbie?
Nah. I just overhear everything and while I'm eating my rations. Fixing up the fire, make sure it lasts all night.
What do you think,
Okay.
Alvin? What should we do with him?
Isn't it like he said he wasn't a part of the thing anymore? But then why was he
Yeah.
still stealing gems?
Because he's a bad guy.
Like,
To get away.
Literally no other reason.
It's pretty much
You
it. though,
see,
like,
You
left
see, he
one-
didn't have much coin to himself, so he had to like steal to get away.
But he's
You know, safe passage.
he was part of the cult, so he's obviously a bad person.
but he's not that bad.
He's not mega bad,
All right.
but he's still bad.
Did he? I want to ask Casimir. Did he say why he decided to leave the cult?
You can ask him yourself.
Nope. There you go.
So why did you decide to leave the cult?
Yeah. In the next attack, they were planning. A lot of the cut wasn't going to us boys. The people doing the raiding, the sellswords, the mercenaries, the initiatives. We were getting none of it. I joined the cult for personal gain. You see, want to make my family in the north rich beyond their wildest dreams. But after a year and a half, it's not happening. Going nowhere with this.
So you didn't care what you did, as long as you're getting paid.
It's how life is sometimes.
Not for you
Just
anymore. I'm gonna put my hand on his face and cast Firebolt point blank.
He looks up at you, his eyes go wide, he's just like... His face erupts in flames and he just falls over screaming and dying. Ah! Make a perception check. Actually, everyone can make a perception check.
Ick room.
Nice.
Baked but still there.
Through the howling of the wind,
It
You
could
can
be pretty good.
you can hear the flap of something large. Off way in the distance, as the wind is carrying it towards you.
Ick room.
Did you guys hear that?
Howling.
Sorry, repeat that again. So it's howling.
No, there's flapping.
Through
Flapping.
through the howling wind, you can hear
Under the howling wind.
flapping.
Well, I heard
Sorry.
howling wind.
Through the flapping wind, you hear howling.
I just said through the howling wind, and like I guess a howling in the wind over there.
Guys, can you hear
Flapping.
that? The howling through the flapping wind.
It's a dragon.
Am I the only one who can hear it?
Yes.
Can
we
I
don't
distinguish the flapping, like whether it's a bird or a dragon
Or a
or
plane.
a
Plane.
Make a nature check.
mosquito?
Make a nature check. You currently weren't at the interrogation.
Oh shit!
Something
Sorry, say
large.
that again. You cut out.
You currently weren't at the. Oh, yes, you were.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was just
So
set up
with
camp
that-
next to us.
You do know that it was something large and leathery.
Robbie.
Guys, there's something large and leathery coming.
Is it a gimp?
Just your kind
It had a
gosh.
very distinct flap to it.
It's definitely a gimp.
You better watch out, Sandstorm.
It's an ass flap.
Don't want you to get too excited. It's flat. Can I tell how far away it is or anything?
Very great, quite a distance away north.
And is it heading this way?
No, it seems that the wind is carrying the sound down towards you.
Right. Who? There is no one better than Greg.
But fucking hell, your roles now as this character are amazing.
Well, you're better at being alive than Gregor.
Dead.
You're so much
Did
more
you-
useful.
Did you let us know that you can hear that?
Yeah, I said that there was something coming, but obviously it's not coming anymore.
I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling about this. I think we need to make our way back to Greenest as soon as we can.
We'll be dead.
Some kind of large leather.
Yeah, we have to put the clues together.
Howling.
How do you
Large,
know it's leather?
leathery, leathery.
I'm actually quite curious.
Alright, so you boys jump back onto the horses and ride at full gallop through the...
How do we see? I guess I can see. Can you guys see?
Yeah, I got
Belvin
dark
has to
vision.
light a torch. Everyone else can see in the dark.
How big is your torch, though? Like, how much
It will,
light
it will,
is
only, it will only give him 30 feet of light.
Yeah, but
The
enough to
ultimate
see the person
torch.
in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'd probably
Yeah,
have to
you're
have torches
right.
on for the horses, to be honest.
The horse is just going to trust us.
Yeah,
It's also
it'll be okay.
it's
Farlap.
also dim. It's
Ride
also
like the
light
wind,
because-
bullseye.
There's also a dim light because the moon is out and it's a full moon shining down right upon the land and over the hills,
And I'm just sitting there
illuminating everything.
praising the moon.
Praise the moon.
Praising the moon.
Not this
Oh,
again.
wait a second level.
Okay, so you guys head on back, and over the top of the hills you can see the bit of an amber glow over on the horizons of the hills. Usually, especially from your last time coming back into town, you could hear the sounds of music going on in Greenest as you guys travel back up home north. But instead of the pleasant and welcoming town you expected, as you begin to approach, you see columns of black smoke rising from burning buildings. Off in the distance, as you come down one of the rise of the hills, you see running figures that are little more than dots in the distance, and a dark winged shape wheeling low over the keep that rises above at the center of the town. Greenus is being attacked by a dragon.
We're too late.
Is that our turn?
Yeah.
Fuck. The one time we fucking leave. That's our town, guys. 2 arms.
I've got 2 arms.
I
Charge!
was like,
Charge them, Ikram, then!
that's right, he's baked.
That's our town, Ikram. Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh my god, that shed. That's my weed dealer.
Oh, that means there's all weed smoke. Don't go in the smoke.
No, sniff the smoke. It enhances your performance in rolls.
Oh, the one time for my laptop and Roll20 to crap out. Damn it.
The dragon's too big.
Wait, does that mean if the dragon
shit.
flies over that smoke, he'll get high?
Shit. There's dead bodies everywhere.
Oh, come on,
Hopefully he's
laptop.
not the munchy top type.
Oh, sorry
Oh,
about
what?
this, viewers. Just
It's not as nah, taking away to load all the tokens as well for me.
that's all right. Okay, so what?
I can see some.
Oh, jeez.
We're coming in from the east.
You guys are
right?
coming in from the south.
South, right?
Oh,
this
this
is
is
as,
depressing.
The east road leads to the mill that's down the stream.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, South Road, you guys are heading on in. Please ignore the following bandits you have with you.
We still got them.
Yeah, we resurrected them and now they're our friends.
They're now our zombie friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, this is what we've been training for, boys. Let's do it.
Okay. So, through the plumes of smoke, as
I'm just looking at everyone like, training?
Yeah. You
Oh,
just get the
yeah.
guild because he's somehow useless.
You just fluke everything.
Okay.
Ticket rolling. I mean, nature.
Yeah. You're the nature
Okay.
guy. Don't know about
So-
your fighting though. I haven't really seen that much.
All right. So the burning buildings and the full moon overhead provide dim light throughout the town enough so that you can practically see 60 feet in the dark there, Belvin. Some buildings are set aburn and blazing, especially one in front of you, and towards the building in front of you, a thick column of smoke billows out, and through that smoke, you see the drover, Colt. Colt runs out and he's cradling his child in arms. He looks a little bloodied around the head. That's not.
It's a bit loud.
Shit. I can hear the flames are hot, loud and big.
Sorry. Oh, that's really loud.
That was good though. That was nice atmosphere.
Yeah, can you just turn it down a little bit? That was good though.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was supposed to be on repeat, but it wasn't.
The flames are out, boys. We've saved the city.
That
We
wasn't
did
hard
it!
at all.
Okay, so, you see Colt cradling his boy, cradling his young daughter, running out behind him, 2 little girls, and as you guys approach the intersection, I'll just move yours for you, or you can move yourselves.
Where are we moving up to? Here.
Yeah, as you guys approach the intersection, you see coming out of the smoke, running out backwards, is Lillian Swift, the drover's wife, and she's carrying a broken spear with the spear tip still on the shaft. It's just the long end of it is broken. And as they're running in fear and terror, coming out of the smoke are 3 small red and black scaled draconic critters, and they're all kind of. One of them's holding a stone dagger. The other one's wielding a curved steel dagger. The other one's got a few rockets in its hands and a torch.
So those little bastards.
Can we rush over there to save them?
Yes, of course.
Have
As
we
roll
seen
initiative.
these things before? Are these known to us?
To you? No, I don't believe so.
Okay. These ugly motherfuckers.
I don't care what enemy I face. Must save the innocents.
All right, so we'll make initiative rolls, boys.
Bring on the big old 6s.
Fuck. I haven't
Aim
rolled
for
a good
bloody
initiative in about 3 months.
3 months.
It honestly
Oh.
has been. I haven't rolled anything above a 10
Fuck,
in the
Ikram's
last like 20 sessions.
performance enhancing is after reporting.
Yeah, fuck Ikram, mate. You've been doping, haven't you?
It's my performance.
Nah, not on his
God.
internet
Fucking phone's frozen.
His internet's not performance enhancing.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My rolling bot has.
It's taking all your bandwidth.
Who's none?
None of your business.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just close him off. All right, so these guys are going to roll. I'm going to set up some music.
The atmosphere is always nice.
Good old Witcher.
Yeah, it's good.
It's got good music.
Okay, so these guys are going to roll. Yeah, pretty bad for their initiative.
Good.
So go to 2. Got it 9. And we've got me lagging behind. Ooh, 19. We're also going to get
20.
Lillian.
Nice work, Ikram.
Thanks, son. I try. Sometimes.
She's got really poor initiative as well.
Is that distance
She
right?
isn't very swift.
Yes, I'm going to say for this encounter, yes, it is right.
Cool.
Yeah, just because. Alright, so. First up, it will be Ikram. What are you going to do?
I am going to move 30 foot. I think there's my movement speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is about. Oh fuck! I can almost make it. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go all that way. I can almost make. No, I'm only gonna go to like here, and then I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Quick, lady, tank him for me.
Yeah. No. Nice move.
No, mate, I'm casting
Okay.
Entangle. It's fine.
Actually, 1 second, because I just got to go grab my monster manual.
Yes, now we can play.
Why
I'm
entangle?
going to.
That's right.
What
As
do you
a
mean?
melee, I fucking hate entangle.
Entangle's really
right.
good though because
Yeah, 'cause Brett has to
save
go
the,
into it.
I have to go
Yeah.
into it to do anything.
The whole point of it is though is saving these people, so it's perfect.
Does it? Wait. Zero duration.
Yeah, mate.
It's Perfect.
Belvin, I don't want to hear your fucking opinion. What?
No. It's only.
I'm here to save.
It's only-
save
This makes
these
my
fuckwits.
job so much
So
harder.
someone
Clearly.
turns around like,
They can't
"Ikram, I
stop
want to
by
kill
themselves.
If you read it, it's only
Alright.
on the cast that someone has to
Sorry
make a save.
about that.
So like,
Alright, cool.
because you're not in it on the initial cast, you don't have to make a save if you go into it. In the second paragraph, it's like a creature in the area. When you cast a spell, must succeed.
Ah.
So it's just
Alright,
difficult terrain if you go in there
We
afterwards.
found a loophole.
Oh,
Strength saving throw. So we got 3, 3, and an 8. They're not
Okay.
going anywhere.
Right.
Nice.
you had him.
Very good initiation, Ikram.
Wait, so where's
As,
where's Belvin at? So I can just make sure that he can't get in there.
I'm not going to. I can clearly see it. I'm not being dumb.
As he's sprouting vines
It's
out
like
of the ground.
Oh god, what am I
My-
doing?
Yes.
My entangle spell goes like this.
You probably
I'm just gonna make it like extra long over here.
So it wraps around from you and grabs them,
Like,
pulls them down, holds them there.
My trees have gone out of control.
Stop that.
Shit.
you're way too powerful, little one.
Whoops, sorry, Belvin. Wink.
What? Give it.
So yeah, I think that's all I can really do that turn.
Yeah.
You can use a bonus action.
That's an
so-
action. Yeah, but I don't really have a.
You can use your staff thing as a bonus action.
But doesn't it have? Isn't that like a? Ah, it's 1 minute. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll just use this then.
Okay,
As well.
so with that, another mistletoe, a shamrock, and a little bit of leaf from your clothing disappear in a flash of light and then empower your quarterstaff. Just a lately spell.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. At which point you hear the low growl coming from the smoke, the billowing smoke that is being blown across this road here. You hear heavy footprints as billowing out of the smoke comes a long green scaled muzzled, followed by a set of claws, and another set of claws following behind.
Oh shit.
And this thing looks at you and just growls low, just and lunges out towards you.
It's a lizard.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's a lizard.
So this giant,
You're a
this-
funny looking turtle.
What kind of dog is that?
this large, draconic looking. It basically looks like a dragon without wings. Comes out and launches itself at Ikram. Ikram does a 15 hit your armor class.
Yep.
Okay, that thing pounces on top of you and bites down on your. It gets its massive maw up and around your arm for 2 points of damage.
That's actually a
Not-
fair bit.
Yeah, it is significant, but it's still like. At least it's not like 5 or 10.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw with the DC of -9. So you have to beat 9 for your spell to be maintained. Just how I'm going to run this
Oh,
off.
right.
you, that
Sorry.
level 1.
Did you say Constitution save?
Yes, please.
Concentration. Nice.
Boom. Yeah. So your spell stays in place, and this giant thing is just up on your arm, just mooring into it. Next up is one of the kobolds inside. He's going to try to squirm his way out. Does 13 beat your spell save
No.
DC? No.
No.
All right.
14
He stays in.
is my spell save.
Belvin, your move.
You merely adopted the nature. I was born in it.
There you go, Belvin. You get a target to attack.
No, he can still go into the vines. He doesn't have to make a save.
He can go past the lizard.
He's gone straight
He's
for the
going for
woman.
he's going for the innocent.
I'll take her out while she's not paying attention. Oh, you're muted, Brad.
Nah, he's obviously going to save him.
Brad, you're muted. Brad.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I want to make my way in front of Linen.
Oh.
He's gonna protect her.
Yeah, obviously. I
Yeah.
can't believe I thought you were going to kill her.
Okay, so you're standing in front of Lillian as she's backing up, and she yells out, "Belvin! Belvin!"
It's
You
like,
can see that she's all like not as bad as her husband, but she is like bleeding from the head. She's got a couple of cut marks on her. Her knees are grazed. Her dress is torn.
I'm just gonna say, run! Get somewhere safe. You and your family. We'll take care of this here.
She says, "We'll get to the keep. Make sure you get there. To the keep."
Be safe. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. And she backs up a little bit. What are you going to do with your action? Or is that your action?
I wish to just.
You can go in there and attack. You don't have to make a save. It's only on the initial cast you make a save. It's just difficult terrain after that.
Thank you.
If that's what you're worried about.
The more you know.
Yeah, I do. I did read that, so
Yeah.
as well.
But if you want
And-
to do something else, that's fine.
And I want to make a strike at this guy.
Right, make an attack roll.
I told you use up all your luck at the start.
Alright, as you unsheath your longsword and swing it on at this creature's head, one of the vines from the entangle spell swing up at just the right moment and wrap around it and pull it down out of your hands into the spell.
So wait,
And it just
Are
takes it out of your hand.
are these guys all restrained by the vines?
Yes,
So he'd have advantage, right?
he would have advantage, but he's just rolled a 1.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But doesn't he get another roll for advantage?
Not in this situation because it was
Damn
such a
it. I tried.
it was such a beautiful moment.
In
I think,
hindsight,
I think my role
in
is
hindsight, we
not
should have done
attack.
this.
I think my role is not attack and just have a shield up the whole time. I think.
Well, now you can
That's
hold the
that's
shield
my
with two
second
hands.
attack roll. That is my second attack roll, and both have been ones.
Wow.
Just stand there and not take
That's
the
a
damage.
sign.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm just gonna stand there. So
You're good.
I'm not even gonna bother attacking anymore. So.
You're good at taking
Shield
hits.
wall.
Your talent is
Shield
taking hits,
wall.
Brad, not giving hits.
I might as well not even have a weapon. I just need like a really, the really big kite. shield?
Yeah, just be Captain America. Just have a shield thrown around.
That music's pretty loud as well, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I'll scoot that down a
Just a
little
little
bit.
bit.
See,
Yeah,
on
so-
my screen, I'm it's fine. It's like good.
It depends what level you have. it
Alright,
as
I'll
well.
turn mine down then. Oh, just a little bit. Alright, that's good.
It just depends on Luke
touch
because
it.
it goes out to the stream.
Yeah, yeah. So, don't worry, don't
And it-
modify it now.
Alright, so,
As long as they can still hear our voices over the music.
alright, next up is Sandstorm.
Okay. After watching that great display of fighting, hey brother, I'll show you how to do it correctly. I shoot, cause this lizard man, well he's not a man, he's just a lizard, is within 5 feet of this high man. I
Unless,
can do a sneak attack, and I'll do a short bow attack plus sneak attack.
Yeah, go for it. Okay, so you see that that arrow you let fly but its hide, its scales are just way too thick, and you hear it twing off and just bounce and flip and land in the grass.
It was good damage. I was like looking at damage too much.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey, brother. I didn't do as well. We're gonna keep pushing.
So he's a lizard man with the head of a lizard and the body of a lizard.
Yeah. Well, if you say it like that, it is correct.
Well, the ones entangled more or less look like this.
Oh yeah.
Ah, so there is a lizard man, yeah. Definitely not that.
And the one that just bit Ikram more or less looks like this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it's basically the size of a small horse.
Can you train this? That'd be awesome. Train it, Ikram. Ikram! Train that beast!
Train it right now.
Alright, so
Is that an animal handling thing that I could actually do?
possibly if you had this thing from birth, but maybe not right now.
Yeah, now. While it's trying to eat you.
Okay, so
Yeah!
the kobold
like,
in the middle
"Stop
does not get
Stop."
out of the entangling webs. Casimir, your move.
Alright. So, this is me, right? I'm gonna fly up onto this roof. So just to get a better, vantage
Lay of
point,
the-
basically. So are these the only enemies around that I can see?
You can see off in the distance that there are swarms of others around buildings far off in the distance. Past the stream, you can hear the screams of residents and the yells of combat, the yells and woes of combat up and above. Also, overhead, a low-flying dragon passes, just the mass of this thing, and the air trailing behind it actually makes you brace yourself a little bit.
We can't afford to get bogged down here. We need to get to the keep. And I'm gonna cast sleep on the area to try and knock out as many as I can.
Ooh, okay, so let's just see. Let's do some math.
We're level 1.
We are level 1, my friend. They just going into dragon is in flood.
You're cutting out a bit there, man. I can't hear you now.
I had accidentally muted myself.
Great work.
You cut out halfway through your speaking. It was really weird.
Hashtag pro streamer. We are playing Tyranny of Dragons, Horde of the Dragon Queen, episode 1 of the book, but we're episode 3 in their campaign. I'm altering it slightly, and all 3 of those kobolds go to sleep.
Oh, sick.
They fall asleep, drop their knives, and just go, "Wah!" saying in Draconic, yawn, and fall over and go to bed.
As you do.
Yawn! No one says yawn.
Yeah, no one actually says yawn.
I think yawn's the same in every language.
No, this is in Draconic.
No, that's so good.
It's just like gargling.
Oh, it gives them another level of character.
Okay, with that point, the Swift clan makes their way up towards the keep and runs the maximum amount of distance they can, running as fast as possible up the street through the mud and dirt. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Getting away. Scooting off. Next round of combat. Alright, so they're all asleep, so we not worry about them. Ikram, your turn, my man.
Alright, so he's still awake.
He's still awake.
He's
He
the
other guys
just
are
let go of
asleep.
you. He just let go
Is he
of you.
still? Yeah.
Ride him, cowboy!
Can I
He's
use?
just
I'm gonna use my. Can I just I'm just gonna bonk him on the head with my fucking quarterstaff.
Alright, shillelagh his ass.
melee.
Okay, so instead of a D6, the damage die becomes a
Wait, did that
D8.
work?
Oh shit.
You're very
Did I
good
do
with
that
that
right?
stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
alright.
Okay, yes.
Why are you so good?
Because
Yeah,
of,
so you
because of the
swing
spell.
around. You
That
swing
was just
around
like-
and bop him straight on there.
Yeah, it's almost like he's on performance-enhancing drugs.
I wonder.
With one staff, he can do so much.
Yeah.
But with my sword, can't do shit.
All right,
With one
Melvin.
simple trick.
Oh my god, this is me. Whenever my
Who is
character's stone, I'll just have that icon.
Yes.
I gotta zoom in
Alright.
a bit.
Is that the
Yeah,
best one to do?
yeah, zoom in on that little area.
Because I'm assuming the
Alright.
other guys, the villagers got away for now.
The villagers have moved away, heading north towards the keep. What are you guys going to do at this point?
Sorry,
It's
did
now
he?
Belvin's turn.
Sorry, did he get? Did he jump? Like, let go of me?
Yeah, he bit onto you, then let go as if he was going to bite you again, and then you whacked him in the face.
Okay.
Like you weren't grappled or anything.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, go Belvin.
All right, Belvin, you see these kobolds
Sure.
in front of you, just these little lizard men, just drop and go to sleep. You then see that Ikrim has just bopped this drake, this little wingless dragon, on the head with his magical stick that swirls with magic.
My magical stick.
I hit you with my magic stick.
Quarter staff sounds
Does-
better, doesn't it?
Does it make like the squeaky toy noise when you hit it?
Well, the immediate threat at the moment, since those ones are asleep, is going to be the big lizard. So I'm going to come and assist Ikram
Alright.
and attempt.
Good attempt.
Oh, actually,
No,
no.
don't kill
no,
me.
that's right.
Please don't kill me.
Don't roll
No, that's
another
right.
one.
I need to
Don't roll
get my
another one.
longsword out first.
All right, make an athletics check to pull that thing out.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
The curse is
You
broken.
grab that thing, yank it out,
Nice.
hell easily. The blade just cuts through the glass as you just yank it off to the side. Vines go spilling through the air.
That counts as an action, though, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, I'm leaving that as a free action.
Oh, sweet. Alright, well, I'll move over and I'll make an attack on the lizard.
All right, make the attack roll. You roll in one-handed or two-handed? Oh, you got your
just
shield.
one.
So
Yeah, I've got my shield on, so.
Oh, nice.
oh. Okay, yeah, you bring your sword up and just go to hack into the back of its neck, breaking through its scales, and you see the splatter of the crimson blood just spray out from it as this thing wails in pain. The
Yeah, nice.
Tabaxi. Sandstorm, your move.
Nice move, brother. Did
For the
better than
fourth
last
time.
I just realised we're not on the turn list.
So,
You are in mine.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my.
That's the main thing.
I'm now going to attempt what I did last time. But this time, hopefully hit the bastard. Watch out, guys! Arrow incoming!
So you pull your arrow back, nice and long.
Oh, nice. Oh, and you get your sneak attack damage as well. Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in the words of Matt Mercer, how do you want to do this?
Matt Mercer, who's that?
Famous Dungeons and Dragons DM.
Oh, shit.
It's his call sign for how do you
Oh,
want
like,
to
did he
do this
tell-
thing.
Did he tell me that? I didn't realize.
Yeah, he told you. He
How
just
do
messaged you.
I literally, in the wound that Belvin just cut in, I literally used that wound, so I reduced a lot of the resistance.
Yeah.
So my arrow just goes even deeper through.
Yeah, you find out just the right angle and
Yeah.
this cut just to the side, and that arrow just pops straight into the flesh, going down the spine of the creature.
Yeah.
And it just keels over. dead.
Very nice teamwork.
Alright.
That thing
What a
drops.
fucking
These
kill
things
stealer.
are asleep.
Are we out of combat now?
Technically, yes. Only 12 seconds has passed.
Alright.
You know your spell. If you don't start legging it, your spell will wear off.
How long's your spell?
And lasts for a minute, I believe.
Yes, it is a minute.
Oh. Well, we have
It'd be
to kill
too
these-
dangerous to let these creatures go. I say we slay them now.
I agree with Belvin. Let's destroy them
Kill them one at a time.
altogether.
So they
Okay.
don't wake up.
Everyone who wants to kill one, make an attack roll.
We'll just gang up on one each. Like,
No,
we're all
get,
gang up on one.
yeah, kill it at the same time.
Okay, so Belvin, you take. Belvin, you take one out straight away.
D10?
Sandstorm takes one out straight away.
What the fuck?
I catch the I catch the roots on fire.
Yeah, you catch.
I guess that's a combo attack.
Yeah, it's just out of the way.
Yes, at least I did
Uh,
something.
He trips up you and then just bonks this thing on the head, caving its skull in.
You're so good with that pole, mate.
What are you trying to say?
I really know how to
There
work
he
the pole.
goes.
With that, combat draws to a close with this, and
Jump down to
you can see that the Swift family is already heading across, just about to head across the stream.
Quickly, we must follow after them and find out what exactly is happening.
We know what's happening. There's a dragon attacking.
Well, we need to make sure everybody else is safe.
We gotta make sure the villagers are good. There's dead bodies everywhere.
Let's head to the keep.
Okay, I'm just going to paste that there so I can get you guys all in one big block and move you over to the next page. Really nice and simple, like. Da-doop. Da-doop. Alright, here we go. So the page is loading. You guys come to this stream that has a little copse of trees and then leads on to the next little segment of town. Just as you pass from south heading north over the bridge, if my computer wants to work, you can see that there are burning buildings on this side as well. As well as the same, 3 more of the same little draconic looking critters. No bigger than a dwarf or a gnome. But they're also clad in blackish green robes and wearing black and white masks, wielding scimitars. Some wielding daggers, are also setting a fire to this house and look like they have just finished stabbing someone in the chest as this guy pushes that said person back into the fire. The keep is just up the hill.
Gonna zoom out. So much stuff going on. And the zoom's really sensitive.
That's okay. So, what are you guys going to do?
Try and save those people.
Yeah, we'll have to go and engage in combat with the little dragon people. Suggest
Okay.
to the Swift family that you guys get there safely. We'll keep them at bay.
Preoccupied.
Cut up the hill. Don't follow the path.
Leo, Kurt looks at you and goes, "Right, thank you, good sir." And they begin to head up the, cutting up the hill. The rest of you will charge at these guys, yeah?
Yeah, we'll charge some of the way. At least I will.
Just for reference, that the measurements for this spot is not correct,
Oh, okay.
and it's half distance. So
Oh,
if you measure up 15 feet, that will be 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. It's two lots of the same family.
Twin families.
Want to protect.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that
yep,
far.
you guys will stay in the same initiative order. For you guys, as let's see. No, you guys aren't noticed.
Nice.
These guys keep on pillaging. They look like two of the small draconic creatures pulling sacks of jingly things, of what might be valuables as you guys as it's dragging it out with the help of another.
This guy's getting toasted.
Yeah, he's the one actually bringing it out. So, oh god damn it, it's just been so shit right tonight. Okay, so first up, let's go Ikram. Ikram, what are you going to do first?
I'm going to run.
You can't go far. You can only go half.
you can't.
Remember?
Yeah, sorry. I was measuring how far it fucking was. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's okay, man. You're alright, okay?
Don't make me walk 8 foot and punch you in the head. Punch you right in the gabba, mate.
I'm going to run to me. So what? That's 8 foot.
No, that's.
Or is that 30
36.
foot?
That's
Right.
Yeah, that's 30, basically.
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
This guy's the bad guy, not this guy.
Ah, sorry.
I'm pretty sure they're the civilians with the health bars.
No,
no,
No, they're all bad guys.
Oh,
They're all little
They're wearing
Whoops.
blackish.
Don't,
They're wearing
don't save the
greenish
dragon
black
wings.
cloaks,
That's alright, I'll save
wielding
you.
scimitars.
So
In-
all,
Good idea.
so they're all baddies here.
So
They're wearing like a little hood, mate.
handle
Yeah,
this.
by they're not the baddies. What I actually meant was they're all baddies.
Yeah. Do not save those little fuckers. Kill them
This
now.
guy here literally just saw him stab someone and push that stabbed person back into the building behind. That's burning.
You know what I'm gonna do?
The Ikram special.
Yeah, the only attack I can do at level 1.
Yeah. Goddamn.
That should
Would that have been your last spell?
20 foot.
This will be your last spell, right, Rob?
Oh, I thought I had 2 slots.
You used
No,
one
this is
before.
my last one now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so you will do that bad boy and make me
I'll,
the
dr- I'll
square.
draw it.
Yeah.
It's not a square, mate.
It's a flower.
Vines don't grow in squares.
Okay, so
Draw your vine shapes then.
so that 8 feet will pretty much be the for that by that.
How big's it? 20-foot square.
Am I a little too big?
So it'd be
You
like
probably can't catch. Yeah, you probably can't catch these dudes here in it.
if he puts it
These two at the end.
Yeah.
So if I just do this,
in the middle, you'd be able to get him all right.
actually I can just do
Oh,
the old rotatory roo.
that's a nice map
And you
of
can get them
Australia
to
you
it.
got there, mate.
I can just grow these vines however I fucking want.
Okay, so let's see. Does a 19 is going to succeed? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
12's
Also,
not,
it's 14.
a 12's not, and a 4's not. So, this humanoid-looking fella in the robes and the mask manages to do a somersault out to the side and looks over to you and says, so you're gonna be the brave heroes, huh? Bring it!
Yeah.
Too starting to care.
Okay, and it's actually his turn next.
Wait, where's Sandstorm?
I'm
Invisible. He's there. You just can't see him. No, he's not there.
Classic sandstorm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can't see him.
Succeeded on my
Like, legit.
deception check.
Okay, so this guy is going to close in with you, running full speed at ya. He's wielding his He's not wielding a scimitar, but he is. He's wielding a scimitar. Sorry. So he's going to like twirl it around his hand and going to lunge up underneath into your gullet with it. So I'm assuming a 10's not going to hit you.
Was that to me, sir?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
No. No,
No,
10's not
he-
going to hit me.
Okay, alright, so he misses as you sidestep to the side, dodging out of the way of this bad boy. Belvin, your move.
Playing the character well, you asked, don't
He's like, what?
Was that me?
I kind of just look up. No, it's kind of like he goes and attacks me, and I kind of look up like, and then
Slightly
as he
dodgy.
swings down, it's like ting, with my magic stick.
Right, okay, so Belvin, your move. What are you going to do?
Well, I mean,
Throw your sword at him.
I'm just gonna charge forward. I'd say just
Dash.
dash forward, land right, face right in front of him,
Yeah, dash into combat.
shield
You see
out,
he's-
sword
You,
out.
you see he's like coming over for dramatic effect and trying to right his sword. And then you just come in and just bash his sword away. Take up the defensive stance.
Got the defensive stance going right in front of Vikram.
Hey man. Hey dude.
Excuse me.
So, oh well, that's my turn. That's all
Okay.
I can do.
Okay, so you see okay, so you see these two
Missed
guys.
any attacks lately?
No, not going to. Alright, but you see these two approach the entanglement and begin to hack at it and cut their way through with their scimitars.
Do they hit their mate while they're doing that?
No, they don't. There's enough
Yeah.
between them. Alright, so, Sandstorm. Sandstorm, your move.
I'm so hidden right now. I can't even see myself.
Where's his token?
I do not know.
I come out from above the trees, above the house, and I fire my shot bow.
What is that? It's a sandstorm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Straight at that guy in front of Belvin.
okay, so from just over your right shoulder, comes an arrow sinking into this guy's collar. It just goes, ah!
I'm in the cover of smoke.
And as it sinks in, you see like a little splatter of blood just goes up in the air. A little bit gets on your shield, a little bit gets on your face, and this guy just drops down, and you just see his sword clatter, his scimitar clatter on the ground as he goes down dead.
Nice. That's a pretty good one, actually. I think.
Don't bite the mic.
I actually shot the. I actually only did the short sword, not short bow. I think it's the same stat, so yeah, it is.
Yeah, same stats. That's okay.
Maybe you just threw the short sword.
Behind enough roll, I'd allow that.
It was pretty good. 25.
Rob, does 14 break your spell save DC for the entanglement?
That's equal.
My spell save DC is 14. So
Okay, evil succeeds, and so this kobold cuts and climbs his way out, and looks over at you. Looks over at you all, and just looks at his dead companions, just like. Casimir, you're next.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move over to here. And I'm gonna cast Firebolt on this guy.
Alright, make the attack roll.
Yeah.
Boom, that fire, how do you want to do this?
Just hold out my hand. Shoot out a bolt of fire.
A swirl, like a whirlwind of flame erupts from your hand, and then concentrates into a small little ball the size of this cat's head. Then just launches from your hand.
Don't launch the cat's head, please.
No, of course not. I love Kemen. And then,
so he dies?
he goes down flat, you hit him in the chest, he goes back in entanglement.
I say, that was for the peasant. Blues Panda 1.
Nice. He died a burning. Did he like die instantly, or was he on fire for a while?
Who did?
Yeah. Blues Panda 1 died. A painful death.
Yeah, very painful.
Oh no. Yeah, he died quite painfully as he as a fire pretty much engulfs his like upper chest and head, and just blasts him back and just burns.
He's still alive. He's gone full Anakin.
Oh, he's still screaming.
It's like the smell of a burning lizard. Horrible.
Nice.
The entanglement, the entangled vines and roots also begin to catch fire as well.
Oh, nice. Exactly as planned.
my crops.
Sorry, mate.
This cultist here will tap the other guy on the shoulder, and you can hear, "It's done. Let's move on. Don't worry about these guys." And turns and legs it.
Did they say that in Draconic?
No, they say it in human.
Okay.
Well, common.
Yeah.
Common's human.
Humans are pretty common.
Yeah. The worst. Fumans. Damn fumans.
They're the
Yeah.
best.
So, the Swift family begins to run more up the hill, and the kobold is not going anywhere within the spell.
Is this guy like stuck in a burning house, basically?
Yeah, he's
He's just like, oh shit!
oh no, oh no! Like the burning house is right here, and the vines have just wrapped around it. It's just like, this is horrible. You can hear him like screech in Draconic. This is bad.
He's going yawn, yawn.
Yeah.
This is no-
Yawn.
Your Pokemon.
Yeah. What are you gonna do there, Ikrim?
Ikram. Finish him.
Ikram's crazy.
There is one dude over here,
In the burn.
and another guy
Um,
retreating.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh my god, my map must be so zoomed in. Where's the guy? Oh, there's the
Speaking
guy
of which,
retreating.
I can zoom in
Right.
a bit more now.
Right. I'm just gonna go and toss the old Davy do.
You surf
You went full
away.
robot then.
Entangle.
You gonna do what?
Said, throw my dagger.
Alright. Oh,
How many daggers
nice.
you have left?
Okay, make
How
that.
far can I throw a dagger?
You can throw it 60 feet at disadvantage and 20 feet at normal roll.
Yeah, just do normal.
You're pretty lucky,
I guess.
guy.
Hit this dude.
Alright. So that first dude who's
Huh?
still there. The guy who's not running away? Yeah. Alright. So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll still be at disadvantage.
How far do you move?
Really?
You're like here, right?
Oh,
I think you're. I
can
think
move it
Rob's
further.
lagging a
It's
lot,
only
so you
7.
can't hear us properly.
Oh, it's
I
14.
remember it's double.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can get that. With that, you can get close enough, and you'll be able to throw your dagger at him. Okay, for 5 points of damage. Yeah, he's still standing, but he's clutching his chest as the blade sinks into him, and then like falls away. Just the impact just reaches his armor and stabs into him, and he's like, "Fuck!" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm with you, Rodney," and he runs off.
Is his name Ratney? Or Rodney? Oh
Rodney.
god, it's a giant.
Oh god. So yeah, the two of them run off, abandoning their kobold friend, and head back up north into the town.
Is this guy just like dying in the fire from like smoke inhalation?
Yeah, he's just standing there. He's like afraid for his life at the moment.
Just play dead?
He's just like, oh, maybe if they forget about me, I'll be done. Oh, that could work. All right, yeah, but at this point, they're running away. This guy's basically going to be dead from smoke inhalation once he fails this. No, he succeeds his Constitution save. No, he's not going to die from smoke inhalation.
Well, can I just go up to him and just stab him?
Yes, make an attack roll at advantage.
I was just like, this poor fucker.
He's having
It's
a
like-
nap. Yo. This dying breath. Yawn.
You just stab him through the back, and his sword just comes out. Drag it out. There's orange blood clinging to your blade, and it's just like, ugh.
Just like do that whole flick. Blood. Which is
Then
that?
catch on fire in the process.
All right, so yeah, he's dead. The spell wears off, and these guys get away.
I think we to the keep, guys.
To the keep.
The keep.
Holy shit! There's a huge sandstorm on my screen. What the fuck? On the map.
Oh, what is that? It's a sandstorm.
Like
I don't even-
Ant-Man's ability, how he gets huge.
Actually, when you said it, I thought you meant there was like a huge like sandstorm effect on. And I was like, where?
It's like, can't you hear it coming?
Fuck. Yeah, can we get that background music? No, it's not. Please.
Nah, it's
Don't do it. All right.
No.
All right, so you guys then leg it up the hill. As you guys are going up the hill, a few kobolds come out from an alleyway between those two buildings. Looks like they were behind the building. You guys are nearly already at the gates. You guys just make leg for the gates. You can see that the the 30-foot tall double doors are open, and the portcullis is still up, but you can hear the grinding of gears as it goes chink, 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 as the Swift family begin to approach. You guys are about 50 feet behind the Swifts.
Taylor Swift.
You guys approach up the hill. You just go straight in.
Is that guy's name Cute Swift?
It's the cute one.
Isn't that the dad?
That was
Yeah,
the
well,
dad.
that one's not that cute, are they?
Typo. I'm half. Yeah. So,
You can see the kid.
I suggest we run in. We just get into the keep.
Get inside. Where are we? Oh.
Oh, the alive.
Something suspicious is going on. The dramatic music stopped as soon as we entered.
So by the time you guys get in, the gates close behind you. You can see huddled up around fires that have been started. A cold, shivering townsfolk up in the back corner. You can see as the Swift family gets in and the guards drag them in. Well, not drag them in, but escort them in. And the children hug each other. The children hug, children hug their family in a massive sigh of relief. You can see as one guard assists them over towards the rest of the refugees, and a few other citizens head into the sanctuary up in the northern end of the keep. You can see across the field that Markarth, Castellan, and Governor Nighthill all stand in the middle arguing about what the hell to do and what's going on. The doors have closed behind you, and you've heard the portcullis closed, and there's scratching and beating on the gates outside. As from above on the battlements, you hear, "More dragon dogs are coming! Few of the other raiders are coming as well. What are we to do, sir?" You hear Castellan say, "Hold them off! Take pot shots! Only shoot if you have a clear line." He yells out from afar. He then notices you guys all over there. And he waves and says, "Boys, what are you doing? Where were you?" And, Castellan rushes over, embraces Sandstorm and Belvin in a massive hug, and quietly says, I'm so glad you're both alive. Oh, I'm so glad." At that little whimper, you hear the dragons roar overhead. The entire Swift family shit themselves and duck for cover. Ow.
Synchronized shitting.
Tarbor Nighthill looks up in the sky all panicked, and so does Castellan. He says, the dragon came not too long after the sun began to dusk.
We saw it. We came as fast as we could. Once we heard from the cultist. We were too late. I'm sorry.
Yes, Father. I'm really sorry we weren't here when this attack.
It's not your fault, boy. You couldn't have guessed this would happen. No one could have. We should have been more prepared. We should not be so lax with security, knowing bandits are out there. But even with this going on. With that, Governor Nighthill comes over and says, "Please, boys, follow me inside to the keep. We must discuss something. A few of our guards haven't come in, and we're missing a lot of our force. If we're going to find out anything, we're going to need someone. We're going to need some brave people. Unless you want to stay here and help the women, the children, and those who cannot fight. The rest of us will try to defend the keep as much as possible. But there are still many, many people out there."
I believe going out and saving the people who have been left out there to save as many lives as we can. I think us four should be a good small group.
Sandstorm.
Desert legend.
We'll fight.
You yelled at the top of your lungs.
Who is with me?
I want to go save them, but going outside currently is suicide. We'll need a plan.
My plan is to be sneaky.
Governor Nighthill agrees. He says, yes, of course. Follow me inside to the keep. We'll talk in the audience hall. You follow him over into the doors of the keep. There's 2 guards currently at the door. As a... I'm just going to reveal the entire section because I don't care.
I'm not even like zoomed out, so it doesn't matter.
That's alright. I'm just going to move you guys as he so take you. This guard comes too because he can.
Because he got dragged.
And Lunan? She just wants to come
Sorry,
too.
Carl. I've got to bail because I got to go pick up Megan from work.
Yeah, that's okay. I think this will be a good point to end it there as you guys come into the castle.
Make a plan.
To make a plan. Tarball Knight
How to kill a
Pablo
massive
Knight.
dragon.
looks behind at you boys and says, at this rate, you're all we've got. There's an old tunnel underneath the keep that leads out to the stream. Castellan pulls out his big ring of keys and says, and passes them to you, Belvin. But then he changes his mind and passes them to Sandstorm. And he looks at you and says, I adopted son. Very skillful. These will be in your hands. Hands of greater use than mine. And he hands them to you.
Yes. Thank you very much. You know it's in safe hands with me.
Yeah. At that point, he lays out a map of the Nighthill's come back with a map of the town. And he starts to point to it. And at that point, the camera pans out as everyone is encroached around the table in the torchlight of this room, discussing tactics for the next session. And we'll leave it at that.
That was a
So
nice
I'll
mental
just-
image, that one.
Put are we going to
Do you want to
have
been
this
better,
meeting next episode?
Carl?
Yeah?
How about a zoom out and then like a large like dragon silhouette over the camera?
And then it just fades to black.
As we all
Fades
evaporate.
black as it comes over.
And then there's
The
a
dragon sweep comes over, followed by a roar.
Yeah.
distant yawn.
Done.
Yeah.
But yeah, that concludes our game for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, especially you, Blue Panda 1. Thank you for your help in chat
Thanks a lot.
tonight, assistant. And yeah, tune in next week. We'll see what the heroes do, how they'll save the town of Greenest during this dragon attack. Thank you very much for tuning in, Dragons and Cats. Check us out. Tune in next time.
Thanks, guys.
So yeah.
Bye bye
Peace.
now.